on the Rogue Streaming Network. This is Medford Rogues Baseball.
Full swing and a miss, the throw over to second base, and the tag is going to be in time. It's a double play. Strike him out, throw him out. That's hit well. Deep shot, deep right field. That ball is a definite no-doubter.
Rogues Baseball is on the air.
Base running wins games, in my opinion. My philosophy is to create chaos on the base paths.
Rogue Valley, are you ready? Let's send it out to the ballpark. Here is the voice of your Rogues, Brian Welch. And we welcome you to Game 2 of our doubleheader between the Seattle Studs and your Medford Rogues. Hi, everybody. My name is Brian Welch, the Rogue Streaming Network. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. And welcome to the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. Medford dropping Game 1 of the series and the season, falling 3-2 against Seattle. It was Seattle who got runs across in the second, the fifth, and in the top half of inning number 7. But the Rogues had offensive troubles in that first 6 innings. Could not get a base runner across the dish, but got 2 runs across in the home half of inning number 7 with that huge RBI single from Daniel Berman and our RBI ground out from Jaden Neugebauer. But that was not enough for the Rogues. Rogues dropping Game 1 of the season and the series 3-2 the final from Harry and David Field. And Medford looking at their first win of 2026. And think about this, head coach Kevin Olmstead is 0-2 on opening night games on the first game of the season. And Medford looking to get their first win of 2026 in the nightcap tonight. First pitch is scheduled for 7:45 p.m. here at Harry and David Field. The ground crew right now, the Rogues working on the field as we speak, and the wind is starting to pick up. And the lights are not turned on yet, but it's been a perfect evening for baseball in the Rogue Valley. I think as soon as the sun goes down, I think it's going to get very chilly tonight. If you're still on your way to the ballpark, don't forget to get yourself a sweatshirt or maybe even a beanie. I know Steve Finelli might be wearing a beanie as this night closes later on the next couple of hours. But Medford looking to get themselves a little bit of offensive productivity. Game 1, they only had, in the first 5 innings, they only had 3 base runners on. That was Jonathan Walsh in the first, Chris Ortiz in the second, and Kian Sanchez in the fourth. And it was a good pitching performance by Vaden Lawrence. Vaden Lawrence, who had 6 innings on the hill it was a very impressive showing for Lawrence and the Seattle Studs. And more importantly, that preserves the Studs bullpen for the rest of the weekend. So the Rogues are going to have to get to the Studs bullpen quickly in Game 2. Take a look at that box score from Game 1 for the doubleheader. And you think about it, 1 for 3 was Jackson Copeland with that huge home run back in the second for Seattle. Halstead was 1 for 1. Just a very impressive performance for this squad for Seattle. They had a lot of opportunities. One RBI for Cooper Jeffries as well with Bradley Carl, but also Jackson Copeland with that run batted in as well. Rogues in the box score. Jonathan Walsh went 0 for 1 with 1 at bat. Well, technically Walsh had, he did go for, technically he went 1 for 2. Well, actually went 1 for 3 at the dish. We'll get that fixed. But regardless, Medford had opportunities to get runners across, but struggled to get them across in Game 1. But more importantly, got to find that mojo in Game 2 of the doubleheader. Getting ready for first pitch between Seattle and Medford, scheduled for a 7:45 in the Rogue Valley. Take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. Brought to you by Holt Homes, built for the Pacific Northwest. And more importantly, on the home half inning number 2 in Humboldt, scoreless between Novato and Humboldt, and also the Lincoln Potters leading 1-0 in the home second against Chico Lone Wolves. Score that has not been updated yet. South Bay Storm hosting the West Coast Kings. That has not been put up yet. I'd like to welcome you to the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. The Awesome Pool Guy, proud supporter of the Rogue Streaming Network. Does your pool or hot tub need repairs? Call Awesome Pool Guy, CCB 255-795. Earlier today, I got the chance to interview, how about this, the Ashland native Jackson Rosenthal, who was a big factor in Game 1 of the doubleheader. He got a chance to be playing late in the Game 1 of the doubleheader. Get a chance to hear from him. He was at Lassen College the last 2 years, and he's going to be playing somewhere tropical and warm. He'll talk about that when we go with our Rogues Player Spotlight. No one-on-one conversation with head coach Kevin Olmstead due to the doubleheader, but It's Medford and Seattle colliding once again. Game 2 of the doubleheader and game 2 of 4 of this weekend series. That one-on-one, we go with that Rogues player spotlight. We're getting rowdy with Jackson Rosenthal, and we come right back after this. It's Medford and Seattle. Medford looking for their first win of 2026. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Green CN Medford Airport at roguegreencn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. Going back to the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show, it's time to get rowdy. This is our Rogues Player Spotlight, and our guest today is Ashland's own Jackson Rosenthal. Jackson, how are you? Happy game day.
Good. I'm doing good. How are you, Bri?
I'm doing good, my friend. Is it a full circle moment for you? You're a guy that grew up in the Rogue Valley, and you're playing for the Rogues Valley team?
Yeah, most definitely. When I was younger, I always came out to a bunch of games. I was the kid after the games running around the bases just like everybody else, so it's definitely an honor to play for the Rogues, and it's not something I take lightly.
I bet you have a lot of autographed baseballs from the Rogues over the years, right?
Yeah, probably somewhere in the garage. I don't know if I can find them, but they're definitely there.
And this is your first year in a Medford Rogues uniform. You played 2 years with the Medford Mustangs, a team that occupies the stadium during the off days, during the summer. And you were at Lassen College. So you've been in the area, down in California. What was that like being at Lassen College?
It was awesome. Coach Frank, he was awesome. Super grateful for my time down there. I learned a lot about life and baseball, obviously. And, yeah, eventually finished out my 2 years. Had a great time.
And those 2 years, I bet you saw a lot of wacky weather up in Susanville, right?
Absolutely. We got like 1.5 feet of snow this year, so we had to deal with that while trying to get all our inner squads in. It was crazy times.
And your head coach Kevin Olmstead, what was that one life lesson that you learned from your head coach at Lassen?
You're talking about Coach Frank?
Yeah, Coach Frank.
Oh, Coach Frank. Yeah, one life lesson. That's a great question. I would just say to just be where your feet are and just appreciate where you are at all times and just try your best. You can't, if you give everything your best, you're not going to be, disappointed when you fail because you know you tried your hardest.
And where are you going to be going after Lassen College?
I committed to Hawaii Pacific University a couple weeks ago.
So kind of a different atmosphere from Susanville, California to Oahu, Hawaii, right?
Yeah, no, for sure. I'm super excited. I talked with Coach Dane a lot. Seems like a great program, something I want to be a part of, and they're all super motivated, want to go to Cary, North Carolina, play for a championship.
And I guess you're going to be going to the beach a lot when you're at Hawaii Pacific in the fall, right?
Yeah, well, hopefully.
And this being your first year in a Medford Rogues uniform and being able to be a part of the Pacific Empire League, what makes you most excited about being a part of this great league?
Yeah, it's awesome. Obviously, grew up watching it, and I just want to get after it, want to have some fun, get rowdy.
And we're going to hear that getting rowdy a lot during this whole entire summer season. But does it bring you back when you play, when you step onto the field tonight for the doubleheader? Yeah,
most definitely, yeah. I've always tried to play really hard, play super hard, try my best, but it's definitely a different type of atmosphere here that we got. But, yeah.
And you grew up in Ashland. Mm-hmm. I guess there's going to be a lot of family of yours tonight here at the ballpark?
Yeah, I'm sure my dad and my mom will come. I'm excited to see them, maybe get a couple pictures.
And we are talking to Jackson Rosenthal. He's our Rogues player spotlight for Game 2 of the doubleheader. And what is the one thing that you want to work on this summer before you head to Honolulu?
That's a good question. I just want to tighten up my swing a little bit. Try and drive the ball in the gap for some more pop, hit some more doubles, some more homers, obviously. But that would probably be the one thing. I feel like I do a good job of being a good contact, line drives guy, but I want to try and lift the ball a little bit more.
And you're in this clubhouse for the first time ever in your career. What's it been like being a part of this clubhouse?
It's been fun. All the guys have been great. Everyone's super friendly. We're still obviously like meshing together as a team, but so far I've got absolutely no complaints.
And you being with Coach Kev, what's that going to be like working with Kevin Olmsted?
Oh, it's going to be great. I love Kev. I've known him for a long time, and he's always been a good part of my baseball life in a sense. And yeah, I'm just excited to work with him and learn from him.
And you know all the spots. So are we going to be going golfing with the guys? Are we going to go fishing? What are we going to do?
I'm more of a golf guy personally, but I'm sure we'll hit up Centennial every once in a while or go play 18 on the off days.
So you play 18?
Yeah. Try to. I'm not that good, but try to get 18 in when I can.
So it feels like you're going to be the tour guide for your teammates this summer, correct?
Yeah, I've already been showing the eyes around a little bit, showing the good spots to eat and all that stuff. But, yeah, I'll do my best.
You have any spots that you want to share with us?
Ooh, that's a good question. I'm a big Hawaiian Hut guy personally. Love me some Hawaiian Hut.
So what are we getting at a Hawaiian Hut?
Ooh, I get the number 4 with double mac salad.
So what's
my go-to.
So what's the number 4?
I think it's just the chicken and just a bunch of rice and double mac.
Gotcha. Mm-hmm. Okay, if you go to the gas station before the game, what are you getting?
It's a great question. Probably a Red Bull, some seeds, maybe some candy, and maybe like a protein bar. That would be my go-to before a game.
What type of protein bar?
I like you ever had the Built Puff bars?
Okay,
Yeah, it's sort of an obscure poll, but that's my go-to.
I know you mentioned your parents a little bit ago. You want to give a shout to anybody?
Yeah, shout out Mom, shout out Dad, shout out Jamie and Rich. Shout out my boy Keller Bloodworth, who's going to play in Canada this summer. It's a shame he couldn't have been here because it would have been awesome, but yeah.
Jackson, always a pleasure, my friend, and good luck tonight and good luck for the rest of the season, my friend.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
That's Jackson Rosenthal joining us on the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show, and we come right back after this. Lineups and first pitch for Game 2 of the doubleheader between Medford and Seattle on the Rogue Streaming Network. Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Check out our newest location, our Take and Bake food trailer in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated, Figaro supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. Looking to buy or sell in the Rogue Valley? David Case of Windermere Realty has you covered. Windermere Realty has been serving the Rogue Valley for over 30 years. David, a proud husband and father, has been a broker in the Rogue Valley for almost a decade. From residential and rural to commercial, David can handle it all. Contact David Case if you're looking to buy or sell at 541-944-9330. Windermere Realty and David Case, proud supporters of Medford Rogues Baseball. Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Green CN Medford Airport at roguegreencn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay.
Planning to move? Choose Pods, the most awarded container moving company. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Pods brings the container to you. Keep it as long as you like and pack at your own pace. When you're ready, we'll take it to your new home or store it at a secure Pod storage center until you need it. And best of all, you don't have to do the driving. Trust Pods with your next move. Book at pods.com today.
Discover the Life Plan community in the heart of the Rogue Valley. Here, your days are filled with opportunities to express yourself, engage your mind and body, and share your life with great new friends. You can connect, grow, and thrive. Our hilltop location is near world-class vineyards, the Oregon Shakespeare Festival, and the Brit Music and Arts Festival. Rogue Valley Manor, Southern Oregon's premier Life Plan community.
Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Check out our newest location, our Take and Bake food trailer in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated, Figaro's supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. Looking to buy or sell in the Rogue Valley? David Case of Windermere Realty has you covered. Windermere Realty has been serving the Rogue Valley for over 30 years. David, a proud husband and father, has been a broker in the Rogue Valley for almost a decade. From residential and rural to commercial, David can handle it all. Contact David Case if you're looking to buy or sell at 541-944-9330. Windermere Realty and David Case, proud supporters of Medford Rogues Baseball. Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Green CN Medford Airport at roguegreencn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay.
Planning to move? Choose Pods, the most awarded container moving company. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Pods brings the container to you. Keep it as long as you like and pack at your own pace. When you're ready, we'll take it to your new home or store it at a secure Pod storage center until you need it. And best of all, you don't have to do the driving. Trust Pods with your next move. Book at pods.com today.
Discover the Life Plan community in the heart of the Rogue Valley. Here, your days are filled with opportunities to express yourself, Engage your mind and body and share your life with great new friends. You can connect, grow, and thrive. Our hilltop location is near world-class vineyards, the Oregon Shakespeare Festival, and the Brit Music and Arts Festival. Rogue Valley Manor, Southern Oregon's premier life plan community.
Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3 and 4 bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Check out our newest location, our Take and Bake food trailer in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated, Figaro's supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. Looking to buy or sell in the Rogue Valley? David Case of Windermere Realty has you covered. Windermere Realty has been serving the Rogue Valley for over 30 years. David, a proud husband and father, has been a broker in the Rogue Valley for almost a decade. From residential and rural to commercial, David can handle it all. Contact David Case if you're looking to buy or sell at 541-944-9330. Windermere Realty and David Case, proud supporters of Medford Rogues baseball. Rogue CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue CN Medford Airport at roguegreenscn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay.
Planning to move? Choose Pods, the most awarded container moving company. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Pods brings the container to you. Keep it as long as you like and pack at your own pace. When you're ready, we'll take it to your new home or store it at a secure Pod storage center until you need it. And best of all, you don't have to do the driving. Trust Pods with your next move. Book at pods.com today.
Discover the Life Plan community in the heart of the Rogue Valley. Here, your days are filled with opportunities to express yourself, engage your mind and body, and share your life with great new friends. You can connect, grow, and thrive. Our hilltop location is near world-class vineyards, the Oregon Shakespeare Festival, and the Brit Music and Arts Festival. Rogue Valley Manor, Southern Oregon's premier life plan community.
And we are ready for Game 2 of the doubleheader between Seattle and Medford. Medford looking for their first win of 2026 at Harry and David Field. Hi, everybody. My name is Brian Welch of the Rogue Streaming Network. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. And we're getting ready for Game 2 of the doubleheader. Let's give you that starting lineup for Seattle, led by head coach Barry Aiden. The Studs 1-0 on this 2026 campaign. Batting lead off is the center fielder Cooper Jeffries. In the 2 spot is the right fielder Bradley Carl. The 3-hole hitter is the DH man Kai Halstead. Cleanup man is the left fielder Ryan Sparrow. Batting 5th is the second baseman Tristan Ringrose. In the 6th spot is the first baseman Gage Thompson. And the 7-hole is the third baseman Jackson Copeland. Batting 8th is the catcher Tanner McVeigh. And batting 9th is the shortstop Conan Sunnix. So it's Jeffries, Carl, Halstead, Sparrow, Ringrose, Thompson, Copeland, McVeigh, and Sunnick. And we're about ready for first pitch today. And it going for the Rogues. How about this? The young man from Whitefish, Montana, from Cal State Northridge, Forrest Zelmer, gets ready to go to work. And we're about ready for first pitch in game 2 of the doubleheader. And they're about to, the Rogues still in their same jerseys as they were in game 1, with the patriotic red, white, and blue with the Rogues in their that Rogue script across their chest. And Forrest Zelmer going to take the mound for his first time in the Rogue Valley. If you're just now tuning in, game 1 went to Seattle, 3-2 studs. Rogues had a little bit of offense in that home half of inning number 7, but it was not enough to get across the finish line. They fall 3-2, and this Rogue squad looking to capitalize in game 1, but game 2 rather, got to find ways to capitalize once again. So let's give you that starting lineup. We got that for the Seattle Studs. Temperatures, we're supposed to get going at 7:45 p.m., but everyone is excited to be back at the ballpark. Everyone is ready to go. Good crowd on hand at Harry and David Field. The temperatures have changed, and it has been a definite change in the wind-wise. Wind blowing into the ballpark. Forrest Zelmer's getting his warm-up tosses in right now. Forrest Zelmer out of CSUN. His family's in attendance today, getting a chance to see him pitch. Forrest Zelmer from Whitefish, Montana, grew up in Los Gatos, California, went to Valley Christian High, and he is going to get a chance to face the Seattle Studs lineup that got enough runs across the plate. 3 runs were enough in game 1, and Forrest Zelmer getting everything all figured out, and we'll be ready to go. Rogues and Seattle. Game 3 tomorrow at 6:35 p.m. We'll get going at 6:15 on the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. But also, more importantly, it is country night. There is going to be a country concert at the ballpark. That is going to be happening during the Rogues batting practice. And during that time, you're going to listen to Cody Ponder. Cody Ponder will be playing during the Rogues batting practice. So calling out and support Cody. Great country music artist in the Rogue Valley. Forrest Zelmer still getting his warm-up tosses in right now as we speak. And it is a perfect evening for baseball. It is a little bit chilly. Take a look at that out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Holt Homes, built for the Pacific Northwest. Medford, will be about to be playing game 2. Down the road at the Arcata Ballpark, it's Humboldt leading 4-0 against the Novato Knicks in the home half of inning number 2. Lincoln leading 3-0 against Chico Lone Wolves. Down the road at McBean in the Sacramento Valley. And Cooper Jeffries about ready to settle in for his first trip in game 2 at the dish in this doubleheader. Pull up your favorite chair once again. Forrest Zelmer gets ready to go to work. In the tall right, he fires the first pitch home. Fastball, swing and a miss, strike 1, and we're underway at 7:57 p.m. in the Rogue Valley. Cooper Jeffries was the top of the order guy in game 1. Had a sac fly that drove in that third and final run for Seattle back in game 1. So quickly a conversation between Forrest Zelmer and Anthony Thomas Jr. First start behind for him catching. And a quick conversation concludes and we go back to work. Infield playing deep and around the horn for the Rogues. Outfield playing deep and straight away for this one. Wind blowing into the ballpark. Chilly conditions at Harry and David Field. Right against right. Saito, the center fielder, playing a couple of paces into left center. Strike 1 pitch. Fastball elevated. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jeffries from Spokane, Washington. Went to Benedictine University down in Arizona. 1-1. Fastball lasers in on the outside corner, strike 2. Bradley Carl waits on deck for the Seattle Studs. Infield playing deep around the horn for the Rogues. One ball, 2 strikes. 1-2. Off the end of the bat, left side of the infield, Neugebauer, the shortstop, throws it over to first, and it's dug out by the first baseman, Jackson Rosenthal. 6-3 on the ground out for the first out of the inning. 1 out and the base is empty. Here's the 2-0 hitter, Bradley Carl, just getting underway in the top half of inning number 1. Game 2 of this doubleheader and game 2 of 4 in the series. It's going to be that defense is backing up The starter for Zelmer around the horn from third to first. It's Sanchez, Neugebauer, Berman, and Rosenthal in the outfield from left to right. It's Walsh, Saito, and we can't see who that right fielder is, but Thomas Jr. is doing the catching tonight. One out and the base is empty. Here's Bradley Carl. First pitch, fastball, locates on the outside corner, strike one. Calling the balls and strikes tonight at Harry and David Field. Harvey Maxey at first, Andrew Herbold, Harvey Maxey behind the dish. Andrew Herbold at first base, and Greg Jaquette at third base. No balls and a strike. And time taken. Now it is Bradley Carl gets time. Carl drew a couple of walks in the first and the third, had a crucial sac fly. Get that second run across. Just playing the game of baseball. Seattle did pretty good with that. Strike one pitch. Fastball off the end of the bat into left field, base hit. And he's aboard of a one-out single. Carl aboard. One on, one out. So the first hit given up by the starter, Forrest Zelmer. One on, one out. Here's Kai Halstead. We are on the top of one. And the right fielder is Reed Linkmeyer. So Linkmeyer is in right field. So we'll give you that. Let's give you the defenses backing up Zelmer once again. Sanchez, Neugebauer, Berman, and Rosenthal around the horn in the infield from left to right. Walsh, Saito, Linkmeyer from left to right in the outfield. Thomas Jr. catching tonight in Game 2. First pitch swinging in the air for the right fielder. Kai Halstead in the air, right field. Tracking it down is Reed Linkmeyer. Stops, runs up, makes the grab for out number 2. Halstead flies out for the second out of the inning. One on, two outs. Here's the cleanup man, Ryan Sparrow. No score. We are on the top of one. The question is, Dylan Finelli got the start and had a pretty good outing. Only gave up those issued five hit walks, I should say, but preserved that bullpen. Only used 3 arms in Game 1. First pitch misses outside. Throw to first base by Thomas Jr. to chase back the runner, Bradley Carl. 1 ball, no strikes. Sparrow struck out a pair of times in Game 1 in the first and in the fourth. Hit by a pitch, but was forced out at second. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch, 1-0. Finds the upper third. Strike 1. Tristan Ringrose waits on deck for Seattle. We are in the road first. Medium-sized lead for Bradley Carl at first base. 1-1. Chopper come back to Forrest. Forrest underhands the throw to first in time for out number 3. And the side comes to a close. No runs, a hit, no errors, 1 left. Bradley Carl left stranded at first base. We head to the home first right after this. Seattle nothing. Medford coming up on the Rogue Streaming Network. Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Green CN Medford Airport at roguegreencn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. Home half half of inning number 1 from Harry and David Field. Game 2 of our doubleheader between Seattle and Medford. So I'm going to give you that starting lineup for the Rogues, led by head coach Kevin Olmstead. Medford 0-1 in this 2026 campaign. Batting lead off is left fielder Jonathan Walsh. The 2 spot is the DH man Larson Coaster. The 3-hole hitter is Keenan Sanchez. He's at third base tonight. Cleanup hitter is Anthony Thomas Jr. He'll be doing the catching tonight. Reed Linkmeyer, the right fielder's in the 5 spot. The 6-hole hitter is Evan Saito. He's patrolling center field. Batting in the 7 spot is the second baseman Daniel Berman. Jackson Rosenthal is the first baseman in the 8-hole. And batting ninth is the shortstop Jaden Neugebauer for Medford. So it's Walsh, Coaster, Sanchez, Thomas Jr., Linkmeyer, Saito, Berman, Rosenthal, and Neugebauer. Starting pitcher for Seattle, Easton Francis out of Valley City State. First pitch, swung on and fouled off to the right side, strike 1. Jonathan Walsh from Dover, Tennessee. He was the top of the order guy in game 1. Got a hit in the bottom half of inning number 6. Gets his first AB in the second game of this doubleheader. Strike 1 pitch, breaking ball, misses inside, says the home plate umpire Harvey Maxey. 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike, and the pitch. 1-1, tapped foul to the right side, strike 2. Easton Francis from Sumner, Washington. Just wrapped up a season at Valley City State. The Vikings in the Dakotas. ERA of 13.69, 1 win, 2 losses, 13 appearances, 7 starts. Opposing batters hitting .306 against him. 1-2, fouled off for the screen. We'll do it again. Valley City State almost had the opportunity to win the conference, their conference in the Midwest. They're coached by Alec DeMaria. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Slider misses downstairs and out, and the count goes square 2. Larson Coaster waits on deck for Medford. Early going in the home half of inning number 1. Medford looking for their first win of 2026, and probably the question is in game 2, can the offense wake up early? 2-2. Fastball misses outside, says the home plate umpire Harvey Maxey, and the count fills. Jonathan Walsh has had pretty good at-bats at the dish so far this evening. Waits the 3-2 from Francis. Payoff pitch, hits it in the air, skies it foul to the right side. We'll do it again, still 3 balls and 2 strikes. We talked about with Jonathan Walsh about having his pet, the Yellow Lab Scout, listening tonight. He misses his dog. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. 3-2, ground ball to the right side. Ringrose can't get it, and it goes into right center. Base hit for Jonathan Walsh, and that's an error, so he reaches on an E4, and that's a great way to start off the home first if you're a Rogues fan. 1 on, nobody out. Here's Larson Coaster. We are in the home first. No score between Seattle and Medford. Game 2 of our doubleheader. Game 2 of 4 of the 4-game set to open up 2026. Medford back in action tomorrow. 6:35 first pitch for Country Night against Seattle. And the series finale on Friday afternoon, or Sunday afternoon rather, at 1:05. First pitch misses outside. Ball 1 with the off speed. Coaster in game 1 grounded to a double play, flew out. One out. Misses downstairs. Ball 2. The Kansas native trying to provide a little bit of offensive fortitude for this Rogue squad. The lack of offense in the first 6 innings was a head scratcher in game 1. 2-0 pitch. Fastball lasers in on the outside corner. Strike 1. Lights are turned on. Just now tuning in from Harry and David Field. It's 325 down the lines in left and right field. 400 in straightaway center. At the light poles in left and right center, it's 407. 2 balls, 1 strike. Francis waits in the delivery. 2-1. Fastball at the knees on the outer third, and the count goes square at 2. Rogues fans not happy about that call. 2-2 from Francis. Runner goes, 2-2, misses inside. The throw over to second base by McVeigh, and the tag is applied late. Jonathan Walsh still second base. A crucial stolen base for the Rogues in the home first. And now they say he was out. And now head coach Kevin Olmstead has a conversation with Greg Jaquette. So he stepped off the bag, so Jonathan Walsh caught stealing at second. Initially, he had the stolen base. So it's 1 out now. Coaster 3 balls and 2 strikes now with it inside on that last pitch. 3-2 to Coaster. Fastball outside, ball 4. 1 out walk for Larson Coaster. 1 on, 1 out. Here's Kian Sanchez, the three hitter. No score between Medford and Seattle. We are in the home first. So the question is, if you're Medford, you got to keep the pedal to the metal offensively. See how aggressive the Rogues get in game 2. They're a little bit timid with the stealing the bases. Now our good friend Ricardo Lozada's listening tonight. Big fan of stealing bases. First pitch, breaking ball, misses outside, ball 1. Kian Sanchez, our Rogues player spotlight in game 1 of the doubleheader. Great conversation with the San Diego native, a die-hard Padres fan. 1 ball, no strikes. Francis waits. And the pitch. 1-0, fastball right down the boulevard, strike 1. Wind is blowing into the ballpark on this Friday evening. Don't forget Sunday's a 1:05 first pitch. And then the Rogues will have 2 days off, Monday and Tuesday. And then back at it on Wednesday, 1-1. Chopper to the left side. Takes it on a hop as the third baseman Copeland. The throw to second for 1. And the pump fake from the second baseman Ringrose. And forces Coaster out at second base. So it is 5-4 on the force out. And Kian Sanchez reached on a fielder's choice. 1 on and 2 outs. Here's Anthony Thomas Jr., the cleanup hitter for Medford. No score between the Rogues and Seattle in game 2 of this doubleheader. Don't forget to get your tickets for the Medford Rogues Rowdy Ball game on Wednesday. That's going to be a little bit rowdy. No pun intended, of course. Little Savannah Bananas and the Rogue Valley, theme-wise. First pitch. Fastball finds the outside corner, strike 1. Thomas out of Grossmont College in the San Diego area. Plays in the same conference of Palomar College in SoCal. Strike 1 pitch, runner goes. Fastball swing and a miss. The throw to second base by McVeigh. And the tag is not in time. Stolen base for Kian Sanchez. How about that for the Rogues? So they say they have 2 stolen bases and a big play there for the Rogues. And you like that play if you're Medford, creating chaos on the base paths for head coach Kevin Olmstead. No balls and 2 strikes, and Anthony Thomas trying to continue the inning, but he's in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Fastball outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Anthony just made his announcement that he's going to be playing at Cal State Dominguez Hills in the fall in the CCAA. Behind 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2, he's hit by the pitch, and Thomas Jr. extends the frame. So Jonathan Walsh reached on an error. Larson Coaster drew a walk, but was tagged out at second. Was forced out at second base. Kian Sanchez got a word of a fielder's choice. Got over to second base on a stolen base, and Anthony Thomas Jr. takes first with a 2-out walk, 2 on, 2 outs. We are in the bottom half of inning number 1. No score between Medford and Seattle. Here's Reed Linkmeyer, the righty, the tall righty for the Rogues. First pitch, high and tight, ball one. Reed Linkmeyer at the dish for the Rogues. Out of Hillsboro, Oregon, the Thunderbird from Mesa Community College. At 35 runs batted in. Rogues trying to get the scoring going early in game two. 1-0 pitch, finds the outside third, strike one. Runners at first and second, 1 ball, 1 strike the pitch. 1-1 in on the hands and fouls it off to the right side. Strike two. Sanchez at second, Thomas Jr. at first base, Evan Saito waits on deck. We are in the home first. One ball, 2 strikes the pitch. 1-2 in on the hands and fouls it off to the screen. We'll do it again, still 1 ball and 2 strikes. Linkmeyer this season a .321 hitter for the Thunderbirds for Mesa Community College. Big at bat brewing in the home first. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Big look over for Francis at second base. The 1-2 hits down the air, left center field, and going to his left is Sparrow. He does make the grab for out number 3. Great grab by Sparrow in left field for Seattle, and Linkmeyer robbed in at left field. Linkmeyer flies out the left field. No runs, no hits, 1 error, 2 left for the Rogues. Sanchez at second base and Thomas Jr. left on at first. We've played 1 in the Rogue Valley, scoreless between Medford and Seattle. Game 2, the doubleheader continues after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. Looking to buy or sell in the Rogue Valley? David Case of Windermere Realty has you covered. Windermere Realty has been serving the Rogue Valley for over 30 years. David, a proud husband and father, has been a broker in the Rogue Valley for almost a decade. From residential and rural to commercial, David can handle it all. Contact David Case if you're looking to buy or sell at 541-944-9330. Windermere Realty and David Case, proud supporters of Medford Rogues Baseball.
Discover the Life Plan community in the heart of the Rogue Valley. Here, your days are filled with opportunities to express yourself, engage your mind and body, and share your life with great new friends. You can connect, grow, and thrive. Our hilltop location is near world-class vineyards, the Oregon Shakespeare Festival, and the Brit Music and Arts Festival. Rogue Valley Manor, Southern Oregon's premier Life Plan community.
Scoreless after 1 from Harry and David Field. Top half of inning number 2. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. 5, 6, and 7 due up in the batting order for the Seattle Studs. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in on opening night 2026, Game 2 of the season and Game 2 of the series. And Forrest Zelmer out of CSUN faces Tristan Ringrose for the first time tonight. Infield playing deep around the horn for Medford. Right against right to begin the top of 2. First pitch, fastball, lasers in on the inside corner, strike 1. Tristan Ringrose in Game 1 of the doubleheader. Grounded out and flew out in the 4th and in the 6th. A 1 breaking ball finds that outside corner, strike 2. And Ringrose is in the hole, 0-2. Ringrose, one of those Raiders from Pierce Community College, would like to go to Jamaica for a vacation, for a dream vacation. 0-2. Elevated. 1 ball, 2 strikes with the breaking ball. Game 1, it was little runs, but it was enough runs for Seattle, getting 3 runs across to get the job done in a one-run win for the Seattle Studs. 1-2 pitch, elevated, and the count goes square at 2. So it's Ringrose followed by Gage Thompson and Jackson Copeland All players saw action in game 1 of the doubleheader for Seattle. Two and two from the tall righty of Forrest Zelmer. 2-2 in the air, right field, and it trails just foul. A couple of inches to the right side. He'll do it again. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes to the second baseman, Tristan Ringrose. Sunset is near in Medford. A lot of clouds off beyond left field. Just a perfect evening in the Rogue Valley to kick off 2026. Medford dropping game 1 of the doubleheader just around 40 minutes ago to this very same Seattle squad. 2-2 from Forrest. 2-2, and he hits the helmet of Tristan Ringrose, and Tristan Ringrose takes off the batting gloves. And head coach Barry Aiden's going to make sure he's okay. And Forrest saying, "That's my bat," tapping his chest. And they both share a good laugh, and that's what sportsmanship's all about. Tristan Ringrose getting knocked in the head by a fastball. Trying to catch his breath and talking with his teammates and the home plate umpire, Harvey Maxey, on that third base side. He is going to take his base lead off the inning, but a big scare. And the crowd at Harry and David Field giving him a round of applause. So a leadoff hit by pitch for Tristan Ringrose. He takes first, 1 on, nobody out. Here's Gage Thompson, the first baseman for Seattle. We are on the road second, scoreless between the Studs and the Rogues in game 2 of this 4-game set, game 2 of the doubleheader to begin the 2026 campaign. Infield playing deep around the horn. Rosenthal holding the runner at first base. First pitch elevated. Ball 1. Gage Thompson in game 1. 0 for 2 with a walk. Grounded out in the second. Flew out in the 6th. 1-0 pitch. Fastball outside. Ball 2. Thompson from Central Arizona Community College calls the state of Washington home. They have 42 runs batted in for the Vaqueros of Central Arizona Community College this past spring. 2-0 pitch. Fastball finds the upper third, strike 1. Good command of the zone there for Forrest. Forrest Zelmer's first time on the mound here at Harry and David Field. And the Matador from CSUN trying to get that first out of the inning. 2-1. Swing and a miss on the fastball. And the count goes square at 2. The fisherman getting the batter of Thompson to fish. That's Forrest Zelmer. Infield playing deep around the horn. Saito, the center fielder, and the outfield a couple of paces into right center. 2-2 from Zelmer. Curveball misses downstairs and out, and the count fills. Jackson Copeland waits on deck for Seattle. We are on the road second. Zelmer with a quick peek at first base. Sets and the 3-2 home. 3-2. Fastball popped up, foul to the right side. Goes out of play. We'll do it again. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. Talking of pitching coach Nick Berger before today's games, it's how you start. The game sets the tone for how the bullpen will be used the rest of the whole entire game. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 3-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Big strikeout for Forrest Zelmer. The fisherman gets Thompson to fish. First strikeout for Forrest Zelmer in a Medford Rogues uniform, and a nasty pitch up in the zone gets Thompson to chase. And a crucial first out recorded in the top half of inning number 2. So 1 on and 1 out in the top of 2. Here's Jackson Copeland. Scoreless between Medford and Seattle. Game 2 of the doubleheader. The tall righty takes on the righty of Copeland. First pitch swinging in the air, right field charging is Linkmeyer on the run, diving play. That ball gets past him in the right field and puts runners at first and second. Jackson Copeland aboard of a one-out single. Second hit given up by the starter Forrest Zelmer. 2 on, 1 out. Here's Tanner McVeigh making his debut in the Rogue Valley and also in the series. The Graham Washington native from Scottsdale Community College. Runners at first and second. 1 out. Here's Tanner McVeigh, scoreless in the road second. First pitch from Forrest. First pitch fouled off. It escapes away from the catcher, Anthony Thomas Jr., strike 1. There's another Scottsdale Community College player in the Rogue Valley playing for the Rogues, Will Salahar. No balls, 1 strike, the pitch. Breaking ball finds the outside corner, strike 2. Their mascot is something you eat, food-wise. You definitely know the middle infielders for the Rogues, Neugebauer and Berman, are definitely thinking of turning 2 in this instance. No balls, 2 strikes. Zelmer looks at second base, steps off the rubber. Still the 0-2 upcoming to Tanner McVeigh. You usually have it for a dip for appetizers. The mascot of Scottsdale Community College is, you don't know if you would guess this. I'll tell you after this pitch. No balls, 2 strikes, the pitch. 0-2, line drive, center field, going on the run as Saito makes the grab for out number 2. And that will be a double play, so he doubles them up. So Ringrose left all the way from second to third, and a big grab. And how about that? How about that for the Rogues? And we go to the home half of inning number 2. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. Home half of inning number 2 we go. Evan Saito due up. Daniel Berman and Jackson Rosenthal. 6, 7, 8 in the Rogues lineup. Scoreless in game 2 of this doubleheader between Seattle and Medford right after this on the Rogue Streaming Network.
Planning to move? Choose Pods, the most awarded container moving company. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Pods brings the container to you. Keep it as long as you like and pack at your own pace. When you're ready, we'll take it to your new home or store it at a secure Pod storage center until you need it. And best of all, you don't have to do the driving. Trust Pods with your next move. Book at pods.com today.
Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. Scoreless between Medford and Seattle. Home half of inning number 2. Brian Woods back with you on the Rogue Streaming Network. We are brought to you by the Awesome Pool Guy. Does your pool or hot tub need repairs? Call Awesome Pool Guy, CCB 255-795. 6-7-8 due up for the Rogues. First pitch ground ball to the left side for Evan Saito, picked up by the shortstop Summit. The throw to first base in time. 6-3 on the ground out. Bang, bang play at first base. Andrew Herbold at first base is the umpire. 1 pitch, 1 out to begin the home second. Let's give you that defense is backing up the starter for the Studs for Seattle, Easton Francis. Around the horn from third to first, it's Copeland, Summick, Ringrose, and Thompson. In the outfield from left to right, it's Sparrow, Jeffers, and Carl. Behind the dish catching is McVeigh. 1 out, the base is empty. Here's Daniel Berman. Guy who drove in the first run of 2026 back in game 1. First pitch, fastball, misses outside, ball 1. Daniel Berman went 1 for 3 in game 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch. 1 ball, and that hits the batter, and Daniel Berman takes his base with pride. 1 out, hit by pitch. 1 on, 1 out. 1 on, 1 out. We are in the home second. No score between Seattle and Medford. Here's Jackson Rosenthal. Rogues looking to get their first run across in game 2. Rogues have had the opportunities, but it's been a different story in getting runners across. It's been a tough one so far for Medford for opening night 2026. That's going to be a definite point of emphasis from head coach Kevin Olmstead tomorrow during our one-on-one conversation. Medium-sized lead for Berman at first base. First pitch fastball misses outside at ball 1. Jackson Rosenthal, our Rogues player spotlight. Game 2 of the doubleheader. Great conversation with him. You heard where he's going to be going in the fall. Throw to first base. Chases back Berman. 1 ball, no strikes. So from Susanville, California to the island of Oahu, going to Hawaii Pacific. Definite change in the air for Jackson. 1-0 pitch, fastball downstairs and in. 2 balls, no strikes. Think about it. You're dealing with snow in Susanville, California. High elevation game right near the Nevada border. You trade the snowshoes in for flip-flops and a surfboard. 2 balls, no strikes. And the pitch, runner goes 2-0. Fastball inside, the throw over to second base by McVeigh, and the tag is applied late. Stolen base for Daniel Berman, and another stolen base in this series for the Rogues. And a big steal for Medford. And a good job by Berman there to notice that and also acknowledge that. Eliminates the opportunity to turn 2. So runner in scoring position in this scoreless affair. Jackson Rosenthal trying to break this ice on this game. 2 balls, 1 strike, and the pitch. 2-1, ground ball, right side, escapes into center field. Rounding third, racing towards home is Daniel Berman. He scores standing up. RBI single for Jackson Rosenthal. And how about the Rogues? They strike first in a big hit off the bat of Jackson Rosenthal. And Medford has the first time they've had a lead in 2026. So 1 on, 1 out. First pitch to the right, to the lefty, Jaden Neugebauer. It's a strike, 0-1. Neugebauer had a big point in that 7th inning in game 1. Behind no balls and a strike. RBI ground out that drove in that second run. Has a dance out of the way of that pitch that goes downstairs and in. 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike, and the pitch. Fastball finds the outer third, says. One ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Runner goes. Chopper up the middle. Ringrose picks it up. Will throw to first base. And the throw's on the money for out number 2. So it advances Rosenthal to second base. The infield was just not expecting Jackson to run on that pitch. 4-3 on the ground out for the second out of the inning. 1 on, 2 outs. We go back to the top of the order of Jonathan Walsh. 1-0 Medford in the home second. And this is a big pitch and a big opportunity for this Rogue squad to get themselves a little bit of separation in game 2 of this doubleheader. First pitch, fastball bounces away from the catcher McVeigh. Rosenthal dancing around at second base, gets back to the bag. This is a big pitch upcoming, and you definitely feel this. You feel that momentum, and you think about what happened in Game 1. And the momentum was going in the Rogues' favor, but they just ran out of time. Those 2 runs, but they just could not tie it up. If you tied it up, it's a totally different story. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch from Francis. Fastball right down the boulevard. Actually, my apologies. Misses upstairs. Ball 2. Walsh today reached on an error back in the first. 2-0. Fastball hits it in the air. Center field drifting to his left is Jeffers. Jeffers near the in the grass. He makes the play for out number 3. And the inning comes to a close. 1 run comes across on 1 hit, no errors. 1 left, Jackson Rosenthal. Welcome to the Medford Rogues. RBI single off the bat from him. Makes it a 1-0 lead for the Rogues. We played 2 in the Rogue Valley. We go to the 3rd right after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. Looking to buy or sell in the Rogue Valley? David Case of Windermere Realty has you covered. Windermere Realty has been serving the Rogue Valley for over 30 years. David, a proud husband and father, has been a broker in the Rogue Valley for almost a decade. From residential and rural to commercial, David can handle it all. Contact David Case if you're looking to buy or sell at 541-944-9330. Windermere Realty and David Case, proud supporters of Medford Rogues Baseball.
Discover the Life Plan community in the heart of the Rogue Valley. Here, your days are filled with opportunities to express yourself, engage your mind and body, and share your life with great new friends. You can connect, grow, and thrive. Our Hilltop location is near world-class vineyards, the Oregon Shakespeare Festival, and the Brit Music and Arts Festival. Rogue Valley Manor, Southern Oregon's premier Life Plan community.
Medford 1, Seattle nothing. Top half winning number 3. The first time Horace Elmer pitches with the lead. It faces the lefty Cohen Sunick for the first time tonight. First pitch, fastball misses up and in. Ball 1. 9-1-2 due up for the studs. Cohen Sunick, followed by Cooper Jeffries and Bradley Carl. Sunick was 0 for 3 in game 1 of the doubleheader earlier this evening. 1 ball, no strikes. The tall righty waits, and the pitch. Fastball downstairs and in. Ball 2. Sunick from Graham, Washington. Attends Columbia Basin Community College. 311 hitter just last spring. Two balls, no strikes, and the pitch. 2-0, fastball lifted foul to the left side. Strike 1. Sonic in game 1 grounded into a 6-4-3 twin killing in the second, grounded out in the 4th, struck out in the 7th. Still looking for his first hit of the evening and also in the series for Seattle. 2 balls, 1 strike. Forrest delivers. 2-1, fastball, line drive foul into the bullpen for the Rogues. Watch out down there, down the left field line. The count goes square 2. Cooper Jeffries waits on deck for Seattle. Field playing deep around the horn for the Rogues. Outfield playing deep. Saito, the center fielder, a couple of paces into left center. 2-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup. How about that for Forrest Zelmer? Make it a look easy. Second strikeout of the evening. Has that fastball, but it has that off speed as well. And a crucial first out recorded for the Rogues. 1 out and the base is empty. We go back to the top of the order of Cooper Jeffries. Medford 1, Seattle nothing. We are in the top of 3. Nightcap at Harry and David Field. A perfect evening for baseball. It is a little bit chilly, but it's great to have baseball back. First pitch. Curveball misses downstairs. Ball 1. Jeffries 0 for 1 so far tonight in the nightcap. 1 ball, no strikes. Forrest waits, and the 1-0. Fastball high and tight, ball 2. Jeffries raced on base twice in game 1 with a walk and a hit by pitch in the first and in the 5th. Side of the center fielder, a couple of paces into right center for the Rogues, 2-0. Fastball miss, actually finds the outer third, says Harvey Maxey. Kind of a late decision by the home plate umpire. 2 balls, 1 strike. Infield playing deep around the horn for the Rogues, 2-1. Fastball again misses downstairs and out. 3 balls, 1 strike. Game 3 of the series tomorrow at 6:35 p.m. We'll get going with the Awesome Pool Guy on deck show at 6:15 for Country Night. 3 balls, 1 strike. Up and in for ball 4. Jeffries takes first, 1 out walk for Jeffries.
Now batting the right fielder, number 5, Bradley Carl.
1 on, 1 out. We are on the road third. Here's Bradley Carl. Medford 1, Seattle nothing in game 2 of our doubleheader. Think about where the Rogues were at in game 1. In the first 5 innings for Medford offensively, only had 3 base runners on, but the defense had to pick up their pace. Pick up its pace, I should say. Small lead for Jeffries at first base, scores for a bunt as Carl. Throw to first base by Thomas Jr. at first, try to get Jeffries out. Gets back to the bag safely is Jeffries. 1 ball, no strikes. Throw back to first. Once again, to chase back Jeffries. And we are brought to you by Figaro's Pizza. From pizza to wings and even calzones, Figaro's Pizza has you covered. Order online at figaros.com or come by our locations in Phoenix, Gold Hill, and our newest location in Eagle Point. Throw back over to first base once again. Chases back the runner, Jeffries. Locally owned and operated and a proud supporter of sports and your Rogues. The 1-0 pitch. Scores for a bunt. Outside the throw over to first base. Escapes away from the first baseman Rosenthal down the right field line. And an easy run for Jeffries to second base. So an error. The question is it an E2 or an E3? But definitely an error on the scoreboard, says the scorekeeper. So an error has been recorded. And Seattle, with Jeffries at second base, eliminates the opportunity to turn 2. We'll see how that's going to affect the rest of the inning. Runner at second base. We are in the road third. Bradley Carl trying to provide a little bit more offense. 2-0. Outside, escapes away from the catcher, Thomas Jr., and Jeffries scampers the third base. So not the way that you want to see what Forrest Zelmer has done so far tonight. Jeffries getting over to second base on the air. The wild pitch. Scooting Jeffries to third. And the tying run is at third base. Now there's activity in that bullpen for the Rogues at the moment. Quick conversation for Forrest Zelmer and Anthony Thomas Jr. We are brought to you by the Awesome Pool Guy. Awesome Pool Guy is your... Need to replace your vinyl pool liner? Call Awesome Pool Guy, CCB 255-795. 3 balls and no strikes. Runner at third base for Seattle. That's Cooper Jeffries. Bradley Carl at the dish. Kai Halstead waits on deck for Seattle. We talked about in the top of this inning about Forrest Zelmer pitching with a lead, 3-0. Fastball high and tight for ball 4. And Bradley Carl takes first. Back-to-back walks issued by Zelmer. Puts runners at the corners. Actually, my apologies. I'm going to say 3-1, actually. My apologies. But regardless, got to find that. Got to get that second strike. Got to get a strike. Got to throw strikes if you're Forrest. 3-1. Hooks it foul to the left field line. Now the count's full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Carl from Sumner, Washington, from Pierce Community College. He can juggle a soccer ball, actually. Think about that. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch. 3-2. Fastball hooks it foul to the left field line. Goes out of play. And there is a righty getting warmed up for the Rogues. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Jeffries at first base. Payoff pitch from Zelmer. 3-2, ground ball to the left side, picked up by Neugebauer at short. The throw to first in time. RBI ground out off the bat of Bradley Carl makes it a new ball game, all tied up at 1 between Seattle and Medford. So the RBI ground out off the bat of Carl makes it a 1-1 game between Seattle and Medford. Now the go-ahead run stands in. 2 outs, the base is empty. Here's Kai Halstead. 0 for 1 so far tonight. Medford 1, Seattle 1. And we talked with head coach Kevin Olmstead about facing adversity. And Forrest Zelmer has faced a lot of adversity so far tonight. First pitch, fastball. Finds the inside corner, strike 1, says home plate umpire Harvey Maxey. You think about that error, that throwing error by Thomas Jr. That got away from the first baseman, Jackson Rosenthal. Strike 1 pitch. Swing and a miss on the curveball. Nasty pitch there by Forrest Zelmer. He has good stuff. You like what you're seeing from him. Has a good fastball. Has a lot, very good off speed. Very deceiving off speed pitch with that curveball. Forrest ahead, no balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Gets the tag on him. Run, Forrest, run. How about that? His 3rd strikeout of the evening. And Forrest Zelmer gets out of the inning with only 1 run across. But regardless, 1 run comes across on no hits, 1 error, none left. All tied up at 1 apiece. We head to the home half of inning number 3 right after this. Larson Koster, Kian Sanchez, and Anthony Thomas Jr. due up for the Rogues. 2, 3, and 4 for Medford when we come right back after this from Harry and David Field. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network.
Planning to move? Choose Pods, the most awarded container moving company. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Pods brings the container to you. Keep it as long as you like and pack at your own pace. When you're ready, we'll take it to your new home or store it at a secure Pod storage center until you need it. And best of all, you don't have to do the driving. Trust Pods with your next move. Book at pods.com today.
Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. Home half of inning number 3. Seattle 1, Medford 1. Game 2 of our doubleheader from Harry and David Field. Larson Koster leads off the inning. First pitch breaking ball finds the outer 3rd, strike 1. 2, 3, and 4 due up for the Rogues. Koster followed by Kian Sanchez and Anthony Thomas Jr. Rogues drive it in the first run of the evening in Game 2 with an RBI single from Jackson Rosenthal. Drive it in Daniel Berman. That line drive right to the first baseman Thompson. And Koster lines out for the first out of the inning. 1 out and the base is empty. Here's the third baseman, Kian Sanchez. We are in the home 3rd. Seattle 1, Medford 1. Rogues offense has had its start and stops throughout the whole entire evening, especially in game one. Offense struggled to get runners across until they broke through in the home half of it, inning number 7. Kian Sanchez 0 for 1 so far tonight. Settles in for his second trip. First pitch, breaking ball, finds the upper third, strike one. Great conversation of Kian Sanchez for our Rogues Player Spotlight during the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. Strike one pitch. Breaking ball finds the inside corner, strike two. The Viking from Valley City State, Easton Francis, likes that breaking ball. And he's ahead, no balls and 2 strikes. Sanchez reached on a fielder's choice back in the first. Got a stolen base at second base. 0-2 pitch. Popped foul down that first base side out of play. Stole second base in the first, but was left stranded at second base to close out that first inning. And that's been the storyline for the Rogues so far tonight, leaving base runners on in scoring position. If you are Medford, that's a definite key you have to work on throughout the whole entire weekend to improve throughout the whole entire season. And it is a conversation on the hill with McVeigh and Francis. Conversation concludes, and we go back to work once again. We are brought to you by the Awesome Pool Guy. You need to replace your vinyl pool liner? Call the Awesome Pool Guy, CCB 255-795. Kian Sanchez in the hole, 0-2. Right against right, and the pitch. 0-2 pitch, grounds it foul to that third base side. We'll do it again. Stars and Stripes blowing into the ballpark on this Friday evening. Lights are turned on. It's a little bit chilly at the ballpark tonight. 0-2. Slider misses downstairs and out. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kian Sanchez currently in the transfer portal, just wrapped up a year at Stanislaus State. Behind 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2, curveball, swing and a miss, strike 3. Kian Sanchez ahead of that one. And that is a crucial second out recorded for Easton Francis on the hill.
Number 34, Anthony Thomas Jr.
So 2 quick outs, 2 up and 2 down in the bottom half of inning number 3. Here's Anthony Thomas Jr. Seattle 1, Medford 1. Anthony Thomas Jr. settles in. First pitch misses outside. Ball 1. Thomas Jr. got on base in his first at-bat. Back in the first. 1 ball, no strikes. Francis fires away. 1-0, hits that in the air, pops it up, left side of the infield. Sunick calling everybody off. The shortstop makes the grab of the 2 hands. And the inning comes to a close. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. 1, 2, 3, go the Rogues. We played 3 in the Rogue Valley. Seattle 1, Medford 1. 4th inning coming up right after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. After the game is over, are you looking for more Medford Rogues content? Plank Talk is the official podcast of the Medford Rogues. Hi, this is Brian Welch, the voice of your Rogues. Join me every week as we talk with the players, front office staff, and special guests along the way. Plank Talk drops every week during the season on the same channel you watch the Rogues. We will see you for Plank Talk. As always, go Rogues. Rogreen CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogreen CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogreen CN Medford Airport at rogreencn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Check out our newest location, our Take and Bake food trailer in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated, Figaro supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. Medford 1, Seattle 1. Top half of inning number 4 in game 2 of our doubleheader. New pitcher on the hill for the Rogues. It's Lorenzo Liu, previously at San Joaquin Delta College. The young man from Stockton, California, takes over for Forrest Zelmer. This pitching change brought to you by KTVL 10, Southern Oregon's home for sports and entertainment. Forrest Zelmer tonight, 3 innings on the hill, 3 strikeouts, 1 walk, 2 hits, and 1 run. And Lorenzo Liu faces the middle of the order for Seattle. Ryan Sparrow leads off the inning, followed by Tristan Ringrose and Gage Thompson. During this inning, we'll take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Holt Homes. Quick conversation between Lorenzo Liu and Anthony Thomas Jr. before we get moving in the top half of inning number 4 for opening night 2026. Abbreviated opening night, well, opening night part 2. Opening night yesterday was rained out in the Rogue Valley, so instead of playing 1 last night, they'll play 2 tonight. Lorenzo Liu sets, and the first pitch home. Fastball. Misses outside. Ball 1. Lorenzo Liu previously at San Joaquin Delta College, looking for a new home to play college baseball and further his academics as a student athlete. Strike 1 pitch. Curveball misses up and in. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ryan Sparrow today, 0 for 1 so far. Right against right to begin the top half of inning number 4. 1-1, pops it up in the air. First base side, Rosenthal gives chase, but that's that one land on the right side. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Infield playing deep for the Rogues around the horn. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch from Liu. Fastball swing and a miss, strike 3. Nasty pitch for Lorenzo Liu. Welcome back to the Rogue Valley. A returner from last year. The first batter he sees, he strikes him out. 1 out, and the base is empty. We are in the top of 4. Here's Tristan Ringrose. Medford 1, Seattle 1 in game 1. Our game 2 of our doubleheader, and game 2 of the series between the 2 programs. Tristan Ringrose today hit by a pitch back in the 2nd. First pitch, breaking ball, misses downstairs and in, ball 1. Lorenzo Liu actually played for the Stockton Pearls before joining the Rogues in the final week of the regular season. 1-0. Fastball swing and a miss, strike 1. Good pitch by Lorenzo. Always a pleasure when you talk with Lorenzo. Guy who has a lot of social media. A lot of people know the social media. Has a lot of following. Baseball content. Go give Lorenzo a follow. Very fun and very comical videos, like day in the life of working out at the Den, where the Rogues work out all summer long. Proud supporters of the Rogues, the Den. Their sign is out to the right of the batter's eye. 1-1 pitch. Fouls it off. Strike 2. Ringrose today was hit by a pitch back in the 2nd. Got to ground it out and flew out in the 4th and in the 6th in game 1. One, 2. Breaking ball misses downstairs, and the count goes square at 2. Gage Thompson waits on deck for Seattle. Seattle only scored 3 runs in game 1 of the doubleheader, but they had its moments. Just again, the runners across, playing the game of baseball. Counts even, and the pitch. 2-2, fastball, hits it in the air, sky high, right side of the infield. Berman, the second baseman, calls everybody off, and he secures it with a one-hand grab for out number 2. Ringrose pops out for the 2nd out of the inning. 2 up and 2 down in the row to 4th. Here's the 6-hitter, Gage Thompson. Seattle 1, Medford 1, game 2 of the series, game 2 of our doubleheader tonight. I think tomorrow's going to be a very fun one. It'll be a little bit warmer than it is tonight. But it is going to be country night. First pitch, fouls it off on the middle of the bat to the right side, strike one. Get a cowbell and get a country cowboy hat. That's going to be a lot of fun tomorrow. One of my favorite nights because you get to wear the cowboy boots and the Wranglers on the air. Strike one pitch from Lorenzo. Breaking ball, line drive, roped foul down the left field line, bounces back in play. Quickly in the hole, 0-2 is Gage Thompson, 0 for 1 so far tonight. Lorenzo Liu has looked really good so far on the hills in relief. Looking for a big pitch in this at-bat. Head 0-2. Lorenzo waits. He sets, and the 0-2. Fastball up and out. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We will take a look at the regional scores from across college baseball today. The road to Omaha began today for every team. Take a look at those scores throughout the later part of the game. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Lou sets, and the 1-2. Fastball bounces away from Anthony Thomas Jr., and the count goes square at 2. When the Rogues head to the dish in the home fourth, it's Reed Linkmeyer, Evan Saito, and Daniel Berman. Deuce is wild, 2-2. Called strike 3 on the outside corner, and a nasty pitch by Lorenzo Liu, and he sends Seattle in order 1-2-3. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. We head to the home fourth right after this. Reed Linkmeyer, Evan Saito, and Daniel Berman due up for the Rogues. 5, 6, 7. Seattle 1, Medford 1 on the Rogue Streaming Network. Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Green CN Medford Airport at roguegreencn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. Medford 1, Seattle 1. Home half of inning number 4 in Game 2 of our doubleheader. In Game 2 of the series between the Studs and the Rogues. 5, 6, and 7 due up for Medford. Reed Linkmeyer leads off the inning, followed by Evan Saito and Daniel Berman. Brian Welch with you on the Rogue Streaming Network. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. First pitch swinging in the air. Center field for Linkmeyer. On the run is Jeffries. The center fielder diving grab. Can't make the play. Leadoff single for Reed Linkmeyer. And a huge hit for Reed Linkmeyer to lead off the inning. A crucial hit to get the offense moving once again for the Rogues. And a nice hit for Reed. His first hit in the game. 1 on, nobody out. Here's Evan Saito. All tied up at 1 between the Studs and the Rogues. Medium-sized lead for Linkmeyer at first base. Thompson holding the runner. Throws it back to first. Head first slide for Linkmeyer. Gets back to the bag safely. The lone run for the Rogues in this game came from an RBI single from Jackson Rosenthal. Drove in Daniel Berman. And the pitch. Curveball finds the inside corner, strike 1. Evan Saito 0 for 1 so far tonight. Easton Francis checks on the runner for Linkmeyer at first base. Strike 1 pitch. Fastball finds the outside corner, strike 2. Saito in the hole, no balls, 2 strikes. Evan Saito, guy who likes to watch anime. The 0-2 pitch, outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. But Saito's a huge Angels fan. Done a pretty good job of patrolling the outfield tonight for the first 2 games of the season. 1-2, throw over to first base instead of chase back Linkmeyer, hit first slide for Reed. Gets back to the bag safely. Still 1 ball and 2 strikes. One and 2. Inside in the count. Oh, they're going to say called strike 3 on the inside corner. Saito down on strikes. Generous call by Harvey Maxey, the home plate umpire. Second strikeout for Easton Francis for Seattle. 1 on, 1 out. Here's Daniel Berman. All tied up at 1 apiece in the home half of inning number 4. It is game 2 of 4 between Seattle and Medford. Throws it back to first base before the first pitch. Here's Francis, chases back Reed Linkmeyer. He's aboard of a lead-off single. He's at first base. Home 4th, game 2 of our doubleheader. Francis waits, and the pitch. Runner goes. Ground ball to the right side, scooped up by Thompson. Going to try to take to the bag himself, and he does indeed step on the pillow in time for out number 2. 3 unassisted for the second out of the inning. That moves Linkmeyer over to second base. So 1 on, 2 outs. Here's the first baseman, Jackson Rosenthal. Seattle 1, Medford 1. We are in the bottom of 4. Jackson Rosenthal, previously at Lassen College, will play at Hawaii Pacific starting this fall. First pitch from Francis. Fastball misses outside the ball 1. And a great conversation of Jackson during the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. He was our Rogues Player Spotlight for Game 2, the doubleheader. Actually, before we did the interview, you had to go get a sandwich at Jimmy John's to eat in between Game 1 and Game 2, actually. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch. 1-0, fastball, finds the outside corner, strike 1. And yes, I did ask him what type of sandwich he got. He got an Italian sandwich at Jimmy John's. I'm a big Jersey Mike's guy myself. Sub in a tub, number 8. Good stuff. 1 ball, 1 strike. Curveball misses downstairs and in. 2 balls, 1 strike. Rosenthal 1 for 1 so far tonight. Runner at second base. That's Reed Linkmeyer. Identical on the scoreboard. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error for both Seattle and Medford. Francis is 2-1. 2-1, hooked foul to the left side. And the count goes square. Infield playing deep for Seattle. Second baseman Ringrose on the grass in right center. Jeffries, a couple of paces into left center in the outfield. Deuce is wild. Big lead for Linkmeyer at second base, and steps off the hill is Easton Francis. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes. Rogues trying to break this 1-1 tie. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the pitch. 2-2, line drive, left field, base hit, rounding third, racing towards home is Linkmeyer. He scores standing up. Jackson Rosenthal 2 for 2 tonight. RBI single. Medford leads 2-1 against Seattle. How about Jackson Rosenthal, the Ashland, Oregon native, breaks the ice on a 1-1 tie. And Jackson Rosenthal making it look easy. Medford 2, Seattle 1. Here's Jaden Neugebauer. First pitch. Fouls it off to the left side, strike 1. But how about that approach for Jackson Rosenthal? Patient at the plate, gets the hit, and it's a beauty. Strike one pitch. Fouls it off is Jaden Neugebauer. He's in the hole 0-2. Jaden tonight 0 for 1 so far. And how about Jaden in game 1 of the doubleheader in the home half of inning number 7? Had an RBI ground out, but made the game interesting for the Rogues. Behind 0-2. Miss it. Called strike 3 on the outside corner, says Harvey Maxey, the home plate umpire. And the inning comes to a close. Third strikeout for the starter, Easton Francis, for the Seattle Studs. But the Rogues take the lead away. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, 1 left. How about another RBI single for Jackson Rosenthal, a definite candidate for our player of the game of the Rogues postgame show. After 4 in the Rogue Valley, Medford leading 2-1 against Seattle. We'll be right back after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. Looking to buy or sell in the Rogue Valley? David Case of Windermere Realty has you covered. Windermere Realty has been serving the Rogue Valley for over 30 years. David, a proud husband and father, has been a broker in the Rogue Valley for almost a decade. From residential and rural to commercial, David can handle it all. Contact David Case if you're looking to buy or sell at 541-944-9330. Windermere Realty and David Case, proud supporters of Medford Rogues Baseball.
Discover the Life Plan community in the heart of the Rogue Valley. Here, your days are filled with opportunities to express yourself, engage your mind and body, and share your life with great new friends. You can connect, grow, and thrive. Our hilltop location is near world-class vineyards, the Oregon Shakespeare Festival, and the Brit Music and Arts Festival. Rogue Valley Manor, Southern Oregon's premier Life Plan community.
For the second inning this evening in game 2 of this doubleheader, a Medford Rogues pitcher pitches with a lead. Medford 2, Seattle 1. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. Jackson Copeland leads off the top half of inning number 5. It's 7, 8, 9 in the Studs order. Copeland followed by McVeigh and Sunick. How about Lorenzo Liu sending Seattle in order 1, 2, 3 in the top half of inning number 4. 1-1. Check swing, and he did not go, says the first base umpire, Andrew Herbold. 2 balls, 1 strike. Definitely a chilly evening in the Rogue Valley. Take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Holt Homes, built for the Pacific Northwest. Right now, I had the score from the regionals, but pitch that finds the outer third for Lorenzo Liu counts square at 2. Okay. In the currently the top half of inning number 4. Currently right now it is in the top half of inning number 7. Humboldt leading 8-0, 2-2. Ground ball to the left side picked up by Sanchez. The throw to first base, and the throw's on the money for out number 1. 5-3 on the ground out for the first out of the inning. 1 out, the base is empty. Here's the catcher, Tanner McVeigh. Medford 2, Seattle 1. Game 2 of our doubleheader. And the out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Holt Homes, built for the Pacific Northwest. Down the road in Arcata, it's Humboldt leading 8-0 against the Novato Knicks. Lincoln leading 7-4 against the Chico Lone Wolves in the top half of inning number 7. And there is the score. There's the game between the West Coast Kings, the 2-2. Actually, my apologies. The first pitch misses inside of the righty. Tanner McVeigh 0 for 1 so far tonight. So, the no score has been given between the West Coast Kings and the South Bay Storm. 1-0 pitch. Fastball misses downstairs. 2 balls, no strikes. (2-0) from Lorenzo. Fastball, swing and a miss, strike 1. Always a pleasure when you talk with Lorenzo, the Stockton native. Talked about his baseball-centric Instagram page. Give it a follow. It's a lot of fun. 2-1 pitch. 2-1, lifted in the air, right field. Linkmeyer on the run. Foul territory is Jackson Rosenthal trying to track that one down, but he runs out of room, and the count goes square at 2. Take a look at some of the scores from across according to D1 baseball for the college regionals. The road to Omaha began today. Currently right now, NC State and UCF. UCF leading 9-3. Actually, it's suspended right now in the top half of inning number 8. Top half of inning number 6, NIU leading 10-7 against Coastal Carolina. 2-2, pops it up in the air. Center field, tracking it out of Saito, calling everybody off on the run. Can of corn, and he makes the grab for out number 2. 2 up and 2 down in the top half of inning number 5. Here's the shortstop, Cohen Sunick. Medford 2, Seattle 1. We are on the road to 5th. Texas State and USC tied up at 3 apiece in the home half of inning number 8. Bottom of the 8th right now, tied up at 6 between Arizona State and Ole Miss. That's a very interesting regional. In the Leakin regional, first pitch, fastball, misses upstairs, ball 1. Troy trailing by 1, 4-3 against Miami in the Gainesville regional. A couple of final scores. Liberty takes care of business at Boston College. Swing and a miss in the Athens regional, strike 1 on the fastball. Kentucky takes down Wake Forest 6-5. 7-3 East Carolina in extra innings. That was a fun game to watch. If you've not seen that game yet, you got to watch the highlights on the YouTube channel Wheels. I found that out today. That has a lot of college baseball highlights. 1-1 pitch, fastball, swing and a miss, strike 2. 7-3 ECU taking down Tennessee. Georgia Tech having no trouble against UIC 22-5. Little Rock pulling the upset against the host school in the Hattiesburg Regional. Southern Miss 7-4. 1-2 from Lorenzo Liu. 1-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. How about this for Lorenzo Liu? 1, 2, 3 innings, back-to-back times for Mr. Liu from Stockton, California. Gets another strikeout for him. Strikeout number 3 of the evening in relief. No runs, no hits, no errors. None left. Another big goose egg put up on the board by Lorenzo Liu and company. We head to the home half of inning number 5 right after this. Jonathan Walsh lost Larson Coaster, and Kian Sanchez due up for Medford. Rogues leading 2-1 in game 2 of the doubleheader. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network.
Planning to move? Choose Pods, the most awarded container moving company. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Pods brings the container to you. Keep it as long as you like and pack at your own pace. When you're ready, we'll take it to your new home or store it at a secure pod storage center until you need it. And best of all, you don't have to do the driving. Trust Pods with your next move. Book at pods.com today.
Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. Medford leading by 1, 2-1 against Seattle in game 2 of the doubleheader. We head to the home half of inning number 5. New pitcher on the hill for Seattle, Freddie Frias Moreno, takes over from the starter of Easton Francis. Pitching changes this season brought to you by KTVL 10, Southern Oregon's home for sports and entertainment. Give me that final line score for Easton Francis in a bit, but top of the order guy, Jonathan Walsh, gets to take on Freddie Frias Moreno for the first time tonight. And Freddie Frias Moreno out of Auburn, Washington. The two-way player from Pierce Community College. Delivers the first pitch to the righty Walsh. First pitch fastball elevated, ball 1. Walsh today 0 for 1 with an error. And always a great conversation with Jonathan Walsh this week. 1-0 pitch. Fastball misses upstairs, ball 2. Freddie Frias Moreno this season for Pierce Community College, ERA of 5.92, 14 appearances, 8 starts, 5-5, 5 wins, 5 losses, 1 complete game, and did have 48 and 2/3 innings on the hill. 2-0 pitch finds it inside corner, strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike to Walsh. Larson Coaster waits on deck. 2-1 pitch. Breaking ball finds the outside corner, strike 2, and the count goes square at 2. And I also forgot to tell you, the 5th inning is brought to you by the Awesome Pool Guy. Need to replace your vinyl pool liner? Call the Awesome Pool Guy, CCB 255-795. 2-2. Fastball up and in, and the count fills. Larson Coaster waits on deck. Medford with 2 runs across, courtesy of Jackson and Rosenthal. 2 for 2 tonight. Pair of RBI singles in the 2nd and the 4th. This might be a gritty series. Low-scoring affairs between these two franchises. 3-2 pitch, hits that in the air, pops it foul down that first base side, and it screams out of play for a loud hit once again. Three balls, 2 strikes. Frias Moreno sets. And the 3-2 pitch. In on the hands and fouls it off to the right side. Will do it again. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. Larson Coaster waits on deck. We're going to have a lot of fun in the next couple of weeks. Next 3 weeks, we'll be at Chadwick's for a live show of our podcast, Plink Talk. We'll be live inside the Chadwick's Pub and Sports Bar. 3-2 pitch, outside ball 4. Jonathan Walsh takes first. Leadoff walk issued by Freddie Frias Moreno. 1 on, nobody out. Here's Larson Coaster. Medford leading 2-1 against Seattle in Game 2 of this doubleheader. The thing is, got to think about it. We've done the Plink Talk podcast, not live, but we're going to have a coach's show. It's Plink Talk show will be live. We're going to have head coach Kevin Olmstead join us, but also we're going to have a couple of players join us. It is a 21 and over event, so you can't bring the kiddos, but we're going to have a couple of other events. You can bring the kiddos and get to meet the Rogues, get to meet the Skip as well. First pitch, fastball, finds the outside corner, strike 1 to Larson Coaster. 0 for 1 with a walk so far tonight. Strike 1 pitch, up and out. 1 ball, 1 strike. So we'll be at Chadwick's on Monday, June 1st from 4:30 to 5:30 inside the bar on the stage. 1 ball, 1 strike. Outside, 2 balls, 1 strike. And that's going to be a lot of fun. You get a chance. We're going to be raffling off some gear, even some tickets. If you want to see Rowdy Ball, we might get a couple of tickets for that. 2 balls, 1 strike, and the pitch from Frias Moreno, swing and a miss on the slider, strike 2. Get a chance to experience some Chadwick's happy hour. We'll have that for you, 4:30 to 5:30 on the Rogue Streaming Network. The same channel you're watching the games and you watch the podcast. We'll have a lot of fun. We're going to have a couple of guests join us. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. 2-2, elevated. The count fills. Kian Sanchez waits on deck. So we'll be there Monday, the 1st, the 8th, and the 15th from Chadwick's Pub and Sports Bar. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Runner goes. 3-2, ground ball right to the first baseman. Thompson steps on the bag at first base. Walsh gets safely to second base. And Larson Coaster grounds out for the first out of the inning. 3 unassisted for the first out of the inning. 1 out and a runner at second base. Here's Kian Sanchez. Medford leading by 1 at 2-1 against Seattle for opening night 2026. And that's a beneficial. It was not the result that Larson wanted to do, but getting Walsh to second base eliminates the opportunity for Seattle to turn 2. Kian Sanchez 0 for 2 so far tonight. First pitch, Hits that sky high in the air, charging into center field is Jeffries. Jeffries on the run, diving grab, slides, and he reel it in. Yes, he did. Jeffries showing off some Michael Jackson moves in the outfield, and a crucial second out recorded for the Seattle defense. The ball's not flying well tonight, maybe because of how cold it is, but once it gets hot, the ball's gonna carry well. 2 outs and a runner at second base. Here's Anthony Thomas Jr. 2-1 at Medford in Game 2 of the doubleheader. Game 3 tomorrow at 6:35 p.m. We'll get going at 6:15 on the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. Sunday's game is going to be a 1:05 first pitch for getaway day. First pitch, fastball, misses up and out. Ball 1. Anthony today, 0 for 1 so far of a walk. Take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Holt Holmes. 1-0 pitch. Fastball finds the outer third, strike 1. Besides our game, we are in the bottom half of inning number 7 in Arcata. 8-0 Humboldt. Lincoln leading 7-4 against the Chico Lone Wolves. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. 1-1, ground ball escapes away from the first baseman, Thompson. Rounding third, racing towards home is Jonathan Walsh. He scores standing up. RBI double, might dig for 3 is Anthony Thomas Jr., and he slides with a feet first slide. How about that? An RBI triple for Anthony Thomas Jr. Welcome to the Medford Rogues, Anthony Thomas Jr. It went down the right field line. He did not get the stop sign by head coach Kevin Olmstead. Kevin Olmstead saying, come on home to third base. And a crucial hit once again by the Rogues in Game 2 of this doubleheader. That was a big hit by Anthony Thomas Jr. Pulled it down the right field line. And Medford right now with 2 outs, cooking something up. So it's a 3-1 lead for Medford. And how about this Rogue squad once again trying to capitalize, and they definitely capitalize with that pitch. First pitch, cues it to the right side, takes it on a hop as Ringrose throws the first base in time for out number 3, and the inning comes to a close. 1 run comes across on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left, but a huge RBI triple off the bat of Anthony Thomas Jr. makes it a 3-1 lead for the Rogues. We played 5 in the Rogue Valley. Medford 3, Seattle 1. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. After the game is over, are you looking for more Medford Rogues content? Plank Talk is the official podcast of the Medford Rogues. Hi, this is Brian Welch, the voice of your Rogues. Join me every week as we talk with the players, front office staff, and special guests along the way. Plank Talk drops every week during the season on the same channel you watch the Rogues. We will spout the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogreen CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogreen CN Medford Airport at rogreencn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Check out our newest location, our Take and Bake food trailer in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated, Figaro's supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. Excuse me, how about this? It's a 3-1 lead for Medford in the top half of inning number 6 in Game 2 of the doubleheader between Seattle and Medford, and a huge RBI triple off the bat from Anthony Thomas Jr. driving in Jonathan Walsh. And a big pitch right now and a big inning for Lorenzo Liu. How about this? 2 scoreless innings in relief. Couple of 3 strikeouts. Sending Seattle in order 1-2-3, not once but twice in the 4th and in the 5th inning. And the top of the order guy, Cooper Jeffries, leads off the inning. First pitch misses outside, a ball 1. One 1-0. Scores for a bunt, gets it down the third base side, charging into Sanchez without his hat. The throw to first and escapes away from the first baseman, Jackson Rosenthal. And it is going to be Jeffries at first base, and that is a crucial play. Caught the third baseman, Sanchez, off guard, and they are going to say that's a hit. Generous by the scorekeeper tonight. So Jeffries aboard of an infield single off that bunt. One on, nobody out. Here's Bradley Carl. 1 for 2 so far tonight. Medford leading by 2, 3-1 against Seattle in the top half of inning number 6. Third baseman of Sanchez playing even at the bag at the third. First pitch fastball misses outside, ball 1. But you like the grit and determination the Rogues have had so far in Game 2, the doubleheader. In Game 1, it was just trying to find their offensive identity. And it was Jack in the home half of inning number 7. They found that identity, but it was too little too late. 1 ball, no strikes. Throws back over to first base is Lorenzo Liu to chase back Cooper Jeffries. That's the first hit given up by Lorenzo Liu in relief. Misses downstairs, ball 2. Bradley Carl, 1 for 2 so far. Singled in the first, RBI grounded out in the third. The throw is going to be not attempted by Anthony Thomas Jr. Jeffrey slides in with a head-first slide at second base with a stolen base. And it makes it 3 balls and no strike. Eliminates the opportunity to turn 2. Liu waits, and the 3-0. Fastball finds the outside corner, strike 1. You like the presence and tenacity of Lorenzo Liu tonight on the hill. The 3-1 pitch, elevated for ball 4. Bradley Carl takes first, so a single off the bat of Jeffries and a walk from Carl. Puts 2 on and nobody out in the top of 6. This is a big opportunity right now, and Nick Berger, the pitching coach for the Rogues, one of the newest coaches in the Rogues coaching staff this season, knows he understands the situation as well and heads out to the mound to talk with Lorenzo Liu and Anthony Thomas Jr. This pause of the action is brought to you by Figaro's Pizza. From pizza to wings and even calzones, Figaro's Pizza has you covered. Order online at figaros.com or come by our locations in Phoenix, Gold Hill, and our newest location in Eagle Point, locally owned and operated, and a proud supporter of sports and your Rogues. 2 on, nobody out. We are in the top half of inning number 6. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. The only run scored so far by Seattle came back in the top half of inning number 3 off the RBI ground out from Bradley Carl, but the Rogues plating runs in the 2nd, the 4th, and the 5th. You like what you're doing so far, and especially in a low-scoring affair, every run matters. And then good job by Nick Berger, the pitching coach, to recognize that. It's a guy that played at Cuesta College, was coached by the legend Larry Lee. Congratulations to the Cal Poly Mustangs, taking care of business of Virginia Tech today in the Los Angeles Regional. First pitch fastball misses outside, ball 1. My good friends Max Kelton, Eric Burdick, the Birdman, and Chris Sylvester on the call for that. 1-0 pitch, scores for a bunt, misses upstairs, ball 2. Kai Halstead at the dish, 0 for 2 so far tonight. Rosenthal playing on the grass at first base, closing in. 2 balls, no strikes. Scores for a pulls throw over to second base, rather, by Rosenthal. Chases back the runner, Cooper Jeffries. He's at second base. Carl at first. Halstead today flew out in the first to right field, struck out in the third. Finds the upper third, strike 1. Good location by Liu. Scores for a bunt once again was Halstead. Interesting. I mean, less than 2 outs, you can definitely go for it. The question is, can you bunt him over? 2 balls, 1 strike. Ball gets away, the throw to third base, and the tag is in time. How about that play? Anthony Thomas Jr. with that quick release gets it over to third, and Jeffries caught stealing at third base. Carl at first. Kai Halstead still ahead, 3 balls and a strike. And what an evening so far in the Rogue Valley. 3 balls, 1 strike, the pitch. 3-1, fastball up and out. Ball 4, Halstead takes first, puts runners at first and second. Rogues can still turn 2 to get out of the inning. So 3 base runners. So the Rogues have seen 3 base runners so far this evening. Single from Jeffries. He was caught stealing at third base. Carl drew a walk, and Halstead drew a walk. Here's Ryan Sparrow. We are in the top of 6. Medford 3, Seattle 1. Lorenzo Liu facing adversity, and that's been the overall theme tonight. The Rogues trying to little trial by fire. First pitch fastball misses downstairs, ball 1. Wind is blowing into the ballpark once again. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0, fastball high and tight, ball 2. Sparrow today grounded out in the first, struck out in the 4th inning. Runners at first and second, the 2-0 pitch. Line drive, left field, base hit. Rounding third, racing towards home is Carl. Speeds to the plate. The relay throw is not in time, says the home plate umpire, Harvey Maxey. RBI single off the bat of Ryan Sparrow, and it makes it a 1-run game. And head coach Kevin Olmstead quickly out of the dugout. So an RBI single from Ryan Sparrow puts runners at first and second, and a great showing by Lorenzo Liu. And the ball's taken away, and a good job by Lorenzo Liu going with 1, 2, 3 in the 4th and the 5th, but can't get out of the 6th. New pitcher coming in. We'll tell you who he is when we come right back after this. All pitching changes this season brought to you by KTVL 10, Southern Oregon's home for sports and entertainment. Runners at first and second. Medford 3, Seattle 2. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Green CN Medford Airport at roguegreencn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. Third pitcher used so far tonight for the Medford Rogues. Runners at first and second, and 1 out in the top half of inning number 6. Medford 3, Seattle 2. Call to the bullpen for the Rogues as they send in the Central Point native, the guy who's always hot. He's always ready to go. Caleb Randolph out of Oregon Tech takes the reins, and he faces Tristan Ringrose. 2 in the top half of inning number 6. Ringrose today 0 for 1 with a hit by pitch. Runners at first and second, 1-run game. And this is a big opportunity for the Rogues to shut the door on Seattle. First pitch, breaking ball, finds that upper third, strike 1. Good location by Caleb Randolph. And how about Caleb Randolph last year? 6 games on the hill, 26 and a third innings pitched. Excuse me. Had no balls and 1 strike. Strike one pitch from Caleb Randolph. Breaking ball, nasty pitch that dots the outside corner, strike two. And he finds himself in charge. No balls and 2 strikes. And a big pitch upcoming right now, trying to settle the bats of Seattle. Caleb ahead, no balls and 2 strikes. Caleb waits, and the pitch. Fastball, fouls it off to the right side. Will do it again, still no balls and 2 strikes. Ringrose popped out in the 4th to the second baseman, Berman. Hit by a pitch and was forced out at second base. Ringrose earlier today, 0 for 3 in game 1. No balls, 2 strikes with runners at first and second. 0-2 from Caleb Randolph. 0-2, fastball outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. A lot of things you like about this Rogue squad, but a lot of things you can definitely work on. When it's only game 2 of the season, you definitely know the gears are turning in Kevin Olmstead's mind with the flashing tennis shoes in that dugout on the third base side. 1-2, breaking ball, misses inside. Caleb Randolph was thinking that was a beautifully located pitch. And now the zone's starting to constrict a little bit by Harvey Maxey, the home plate umpire tonight. Now it's starting to get chilly, like Arcata cold. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 hits that in the air, foul down that first base side. Will do it again, still 2 balls and 2 strikes. Always a great conversation of Caleb Randolph. I always give the comparison. Caleb Randolph's like that Labrador retriever, always happy to be at the ballpark, and he always wants the pitch. And he gets put in these situations like this. With runners at first and second, Halstead at second, Sparrow at first base. 2-2, sweet fastball, swing and a miss, strike 3, nasty pitch. And how about Caleb Randolph strikes out Ringrose.
Now batting the K-batter, first baseman, number 7, Gage Thompson.
Two on it, 2 outs. Here's Gage Thompson. 3-2 Medford. We are in the top of 6. Thompson today 0 for 2 so far. Caleb Randolph trying to get out of this jam. First offering, fastball hits it in the air, foul down that right field line for a loud and long strike 1. Thompson today struck out in the 2nd, struck out in the 4th. And you like what you saw, full steam ahead by Lorenzo Liu from Stockton. This Lorenzo Liu sending the studs in order 1, 2, 3 in the 4th and the 4th and the 5th. Could not get that first out in the 8th, but he did get that 1 out. But regardless, like what you saw, 0-1 pitch. Finds that breaking ball in the outside corner, strike 2. And can Caleb Randolph get himself out of the inning? Wind starting to blow into the ballpark, as always. No balls, 2 strikes. Randolph ready, and the 0-2. Breaking ball, swing and a miss, strike 3. Back-to-back Ks for Caleb Randolph, and Caleb Randolph gets out of the jam. 1 run comes across on 2 hits, no errors, and the studs leave a pair on. Halstead at second, Sparrow at first. We head to the home half of inning number 6 right after this. Saito, Berman, and Rosenthal. 6, 7, 8 in the Rogues lineup. Rogues trying to try to put some insurance on the studs on opening night 2026. Medford 3, Seattle 2. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. Looking to buy or sell in the Rogue Valley? David Case of Windermere Realty has you covered. Windermere Realty has been serving the Rogue Valley for over 30 years. David, a proud husband and father, has been a broker in the Rogue Valley for almost a decade. From residential and rural to commercial, David can handle it all. Contact David Case if you're looking to buy or sell at 541-944-9330. Windermere Realty and David Case, proud supporters of Medford Rogues Baseball.
Discover the Life Plan community in the heart of the Rogue Valley. Here, your days are filled with opportunities to express yourself, engage your mind and body, and share your life with great new friends. You can connect, grow, and thrive. Our hilltop location is near world-class vineyards, the Oregon Shakespeare Festival, and the Brit Music and Arts Festival. Rogue Valley Manor, Southern Oregon's premier life plan community.
It's a one-run game between Medford and Seattle. Rogues leading 3-2 against the Studs. Brian Welch back with you on the Rogue Streaming Network. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in from frigid Medford, Oregon in the Rogue Valley. But the Rogues bats have warmed up on this game 2 of this doubleheader between Seattle and Medford. Evan Seidel leads off the inning, followed by Daniel Berman and Jackson Rosenthal. And how about this Rogue squad offensively tonight? They've had their moments. 3 runs, 4 hits, 1 error. 2 runs, 4 hits, 1 error for Seattle. And they face Freddie Frias-Moreno once again for the second inning. First pitch gets away from the catcher McVeigh. 1 ball, no strikes.
Number 48, Chris Ortiz.
Actually, my apologies. It's Chris Ortiz. So Chris Ortiz has an at-bat. He was the starting catcher in game 1 of the doubleheader. Good conversation between McVeigh and Frias-Moreno concludes. Chris Ortiz had a lot of pop with that bat in game 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Fastball, swing and a miss, strike 1. Ortiz in game 1 went 2 for 3, a pair of singles in the 2nd and the 7th. Flew out the left field in the 4th, but you like that experience at the dish. 1-1. Fastball outside, 2 balls, 1 strike. Game 3 of the series tomorrow at 6:35 p.m. We'll get going at 6:15 for the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. Who should we interview for our Rogues Player Spotlight? Let me know. Brian Welch, 127, so it's BRYANWELCH, 127. 3 balls and a strike to Chris Ortiz. Evan Seidel might be a candidate. Anthony Thomas Jr. might be a candidate as well. 3 balls and a strike. Fastball upstairs. Chris Ortiz takes first. Leadoff walk for the returner from Las Vegas. And now the pitching coach for Seattle steps out of the dugout. 1 on, nobody out. Here's Daniel Berman. And now there is going to be a pinch runner coming in now. So with the conversation on the hill. So it is going to be Will Salahar will pinch run for Chris Ortiz. Will Salahar got a pitching appearance in game 1. So Will Salahar will take over at first base. This pause the action is brought to you by Awesome Pool Guy. Does your pool or hot tub need repairs? Call Awesome Pool Guy, CCB 255-795. We're also brought to you by Holt Homes. Take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. Holt Homes, built for the Pacific Northwest. A couple of games going on right now in the area right now at the moment. Daniel Berman at the dish for his 3rd at-bat of the evening. 0 for 1 of a hit by pitch. Currently in the top half of inning number 7. This might be updated now. Bottom half of inning number 8. Chico making it a game in McBean at McBean Stadium in Lincoln. Berman bunts it foul down that third base side, strike 1. Lincoln leading 7-5 against Chico. Lincoln this year, a very young team. We'll see what they'll have during league play and Pacific Empire League action. In the home half of inning number 8, Humboldt out in front against the Novato Knicks for their opening night at the Arcata Ballpark. Probably a lot chillier than what we have here at Harry and David Field. Strike 1 pitch, scores for a bunt as Berman pulls it back. Misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Berman grounded out to the first baseman. Thompson back in the 4th, hit by a pitch and scored in the 2nd. Was driven in by that RBI single by Jackson Rosenthal to get the offense moving. Throw it over to first base before the 1-1 pitch. Wind blowing into the ballpark on this Friday evening, a perfect evening for baseball. It was perfect weather when we got to the ballpark around like 3:30. 1 ball, 1 strike. Scores for a bunt, gets to the third base side, picked up by the third baseman Copeland. Can't throw it, will get the throw to first base. In time, says A.J. Herbold. And head coach Kevin Olmstead not happy about that call, shaking his head. A bang-bang play at first base. Another one of those in game 2. And that advances Will Saddlehart to second. But Berman grounds out, 5-3 on the ground out. 1 out and a runner at second base. Here's Jackson Rosenthal, 2 for 2 and a leading candidate for our player of the game in the Rogues postgame show. Hey, if you want to sponsor our player of the game, if you are a Medford or a Rogue Valley business, hit me up. We'll get a chance to get your name out there, get a chance some on-air reads, plus you get a chance to have your name picked with our player of the game. You can reach out and be a sponsor for the Rogue Streaming Network. Always looking for sponsors. Special thanks to Austin Pool Guy. And you might hear we have Oak Ridge Estates as one of our newest sponsors on the Rogue Streaming Network, but also Rogue Valley Manor. Special thanks to Matt Brown for allowing us to play their commercial. Strike 1 pitch. Curveball swing and a miss. Strike 2. And the reason the Rogue Valley Manor is the retirement facility that is beyond right field across the way from the I-5. Once it's in the daytime, we'll talk about that a little bit more. No balls and 2 strikes. Rosenthal behind. The throw over to third base by McVeigh. That tags an escape away from the third baseman, Copeland. It was out of his glove, and a stolen base for Will Saddlehart. He's pretty good, and the Rogues having that insurance run only 90 feet away from scoring. And now a big opportunity forces Seattle to play with the infield in. Jackson Rosenthal, 2 for 2 so far. A pair of RBI singles in the second and the fourth. He's been the difference maker at the dish. 1-2, fastball up and out. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And we talked about this in our one-on-one conversation about putting the tarp out yesterday before the rain came. And one of those guys that helped us out was Jackson Rosenthal. Waits for the 2-2. Fastball outside and the count fills. Jaden Neugebauer waits on deck for Medford. Saddlehart at third base. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. 3-2. Fastball swing and a miss. Strike 3. Rosenthal down on strikes. And that is the first strikeout for the reliever for Freddie Frias Moreno. 2 outs and a runner at third base. Here's Jaden Neugebauer. Medford 3, Seattle 2. We are in the home half of inning number 6. And more importantly, Medford trying to put that insurance run across, make it difficult on Seattle in the top half of inning number 7. First pitch squares for a bunt. Misses up and out. 1 ball, no strikes. Runner at third, that is Will Saddlehart. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch. 1-0. Fastball finds the outside third. Strike 1. Jonathan Walsh waits on deck for the Rogues if the inning continues. One ball, 1 strike, the pitch. 1-1, hits that in the air, right field. Going back is Carl, looking up. That ball is going to hit off the sign, the Rocky Reynolds sign in right field. And it's an RBI double for Jaden Neugebauer. How about this? We talked about that insurance run. An RBI double that drives in Will Saddlehart. 4-2 Medford. And how about the Rogues swinging the bats well in Game 2 of the doubleheader? The offense was lifeless in Game 1 until the home half of inning number 7. 1 run in the second, 1 run in the fourth, a run in the fifth, and a run in the 6th. Craziness already. And the Rogues continue. Here's Jonathan Walsh. 1 on, 2 outs. First pitch, breaking ball misses. Outside ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Takes a deep breath, and the pitch. Fastball elevated. Ball 2. Tomorrow is country night. That's going to be a lot of fun. Had the concert before the game. wearing the cowboy boots tomorrow. It's the only time I ever wear them during a broadcast. 2 balls, no strikes. And the pitch. Runner goes. Going towards third is Neugebauer. The slide at third base. And the tag is in time. Neugebauer caught stealing at third, but the Rogues get a huge run across, an insurance run courtesy of Jaden Neugebauer. How about this? The young man from Chico, California, making it look easy. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors. We played 6 in the Rogue Valley. Final call for Seattle in the top half of inning number 7. Medford 4, Seattle 2 on opening night 2026 on the Rogue Streaming Network.
Planning to move? Choose Pods, the most awarded container moving company. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Pods brings the container to you. Keep it as long as you like and pack at your own pace. When you're ready, we'll take it to your new home or store it at a secure Pod storage center until you need it. And best of all, you don't have to do the driving. Trust Pods with your next move. Book at pods.com today.
Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3 and 4 bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. Final call for Seattle in the top half of inning number 7. Medford leading 4-2 against the Studs. Brian Welch back with you on the Rogue Streaming Network. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. And Caleb Randolph gets the nod in the top half of inning number 7. The young man from Central Point faces the bottom third of the order for Seattle. First pitch on the way. Fastball swinging and a miss. Strike 1 to the third baseman, Jackson Copeland. So it's Copeland followed by McVeigh and Sunick. No balls and a strike to the righty. Jackson Copeland at 1 for 2 so far, who had that huge home run to get the scoring going in game 1 of the doubleheader earlier this evening. No balls, 1 strike, and the strike 1 pitch. Breaking ball, finds that bottom third, strike 2. Generous call by Harvey Maxey, and Caleb Randolph's in charge, 0-2. How about Caleb Randolph? Guy who's going to graduate from OIT Oregon Tech in Klamath Falls in about a week. The no balls, 2 strikes, the pitch. 0-2, fastball up and out. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Copeland today singled back in the second, left on at first base. Grounded out to the third baseman Sanchez in the 5th. Stay tuned for the Rogues postgame show. Get a chance to take a look. We'll take a look how the game went, but also pick our player of the game and get you ready for tomorrow for Country Night. 1-2 from Caleb. Breaking ball off the end of the bat in the air. Center field charging in is the second baseman. How about Berman by diving grab? Actually, they're going to say it's going to be a single. Copeland gets aboard. It was 3 Rogues convening on that fly ball. It was Linkmeyer, Berman, and it was also Salahar as well. All convening on that ball, but the Bermuda Triangle cannot get that fly ball, so it's a leadoff single for Copeland. Rogues can still turn 2. 1 on, nobody out. Here's Tanner McVeigh. Throw over to first base to get back Copeland at first base. We are brought to you by Figaro's Pizza. From pizza to wings and even calzones, Figaro's Pizza has you covered. Order online at figaros.com or come by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. And our newest location in Eagle Point, locally owned and operated, and a proud supporter of sports and your Rogues. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. Actually, it was strike 1. I live in Eagle Point this summer, so I drive right by that take and bake Figaro's Pizza. I might have to stop by and take a look at it. Strike 1 pitch from Caleb Randolph. Glances at first base at Copeland's medium-sized lead. Rosenthal holding the runner. Throws it back to first base. Gets the tag applied late. Safe says Angela Herbold, the first base umpire tonight. No balls, 1 strike. Randolph ready, and the strike 1 pitch. Hits down in the air, towering shot, left field, going back as Walsh. Into the corner it goes, and it just goes foul into the bullpen of the Rogues. Crucially, that could have been a 2-run homer, but the ball curved foul, but also how the wind's picking up. It just keeps it in the yard. But good stuff already by this Rogues team. There's a lot of things you like about how the Rogues played tonight, but I mean, you got to get those 3 outs here in the top of the inning. But regardless, it's a good baseline for this team to work on. Only game 2 of the season, not going to hit that panic button just yet, but there's some things you definitely know Kevin Olmstead's going to instill in these young men tomorrow. 0-2 pitch, fouls it off, is Tanner McVeigh. No balls, 2 strikes. McVeigh today, 0 for 2 so far. Flew out in the second, flew out in the 5th. Infield playing deep around the horn. Rosenthal holding the runner at first base. Caleb ready, and the 0-2. Fastball hits in the air, sky high, left center field. Going to his right is Salahar. Salahar makes the grab for out number 1. McVeigh flies out for the first out of the inning. 1 out, 2 to go. Here's the 9-hole hitter, Cohen Sunick. Medford leading 4-2 against Seattle for opening night 2026. Runner at first base, that's Jackson Copeland. And it's great to be back in the friendly confines of Harry and David Field. Perfect. It's a chilly evening. We'll see what the temperatures will be like tomorrow. Just 1 minute after 10 o'clock. Quick throw to first base, chases back the runner. The question is, what's going to be the midnight stack tonight? Rogues in turn 2 to get out of to close the book. At first pitch, finds the outer third, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Caleb ready, and the 0-1. Breaking ball misses outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Sunick struck out in the 3rd and in the 5th. 1-1. Fastball, swing and a miss, strike 2. And Caleb Randolph's had a pretty good control on that strike zone so far tonight. 3 pitchers used. It was Forrest Zelmer who got the start. Then Lorenzo Liu had a couple of good innings. One ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. 1-2, fastball, up and out. Count goes square at 2. Next week, don't forget to get your tickets at medfordroguesbaseball.simpletix.com. Rowdy ball on Wednesday. Medford Mustangs come to town, or well, cross town. The American Legion squad. First ever meeting between those 2 clubs. Then a Friday starts a 3-game set against the Redmond Dudes. 2-2 pitch off the end of the bat to the left side. Sanchez takes the third base from the throw to first. Throws on the money. 5-3 on the ground out. Advances Copeland to second base. 2 down, 1 to go in the top half of inning number 7. And a good play there, and head coach Kevin Olmstead likes that. The small things has been the good part so far. Go back to the top of the order of Cooper Jeffries. 1 for 2 so far off a walk. Medford leading 4-2 against Seattle in Game 2 of the doubleheader and Game 2 of the series. Copeland at second base. First pitch. Misses inside. Ball 1, says the home plate umpire, Harvey Maxey. One ball, no strikes, the pitch. 1-0. Finds the upper third of a breaking ball. Strike 1. Randolph sets at the belt. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch. 1-1, taps it to the right side. And the Studs are down to their final strike. Jeffries 1 for 2 so far, had a single back in the 6th. Caught stealing at third base. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Randolph sets and the 1-2. Breaking ball, called strike 3 on the upper third. Rogues win for the first time in 2026. How about Medford? 4-2 the final. Medford wins. 4 runs, 5 hits, 1 error for the Rogues. 2 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error for Seattle. Both teams 1-0, 1-1 on this 2026 campaign. Hope you can stay tuned for the Rogues postgame show that's coming up right after this. Medford wins in the nightcap of the doubleheader, 4-2 the final. More after this on the Rogues Streaming Network. Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Check out our newest location, our Take and Bake food trailer in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated, Figaro supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. Looking to buy or sell in the Rogue Valley? David Case of Windermere Realty has you covered. Windermere Realty has been serving the Rogue Valley for over 30 years. David, a proud husband and father, has been a broker in the Rogue Valley for almost a decade. From residential and rural to commercial, David can handle it all. Contact David Case if you're looking to buy or sell at 541-944-9330. Windermere Realty and David Case, proud supporters of Medford Rogues baseball. Rogreen CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogreen CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogreen CN Medford Airport at rogreencn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay.
Planning to move? Choose Pods, the most awarded container moving company. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Pods brings the container to you. Keep it as long as you like and pack at your own pace. When you're ready, we'll take it to your new home or store it at a secure Pod storage center until you need it. And best of all, you don't have to do the driving. Trust Pods with your next move. Book at pods.com today.
Discover the Life Plan community in the heart of the Rogue Valley. Here, your days are filled with opportunities to express yourself, engage your mind and body, and share your life with great new friends. You can connect, grow, and thrive. Our hilltop location is near world-class vineyards, the Oregon Shakespeare Festival, and the Brit Music and Arts Festival. Rogue Valley Manor, Southern Oregon's premier Life Plan community.
Innings of baseball is in the books. First 2 games of 2026 are complete, and Medford is 1-1 in this 2026 campaign. Hi, everybody. My name is Brian Welch of the Rogues Streaming Network. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in, and welcome to the Rogues postgame show. It was a little too late in Game 1 of the doubleheader. Medford dropping Game 1 of the series and the season, falling 3-2 against Seattle, but they answer back in the nightcap, a 4-2 victory against Seattle. Medford 1-1, Seattle 1-1. Decisive game 3 tomorrow of that 4-game set. And that'll be getaway day at 1:05 from Harry and David Field. Let's take a listen. Let's take a look at how the game went this evening in Game 2 of the doubleheader. The line score for Medford: 4 runs, 5 hits, 1 error. Seattle 2 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error. Seattle in the top half of inning number 1 had a base runner on with Bradley Carl, but could not do anything with that. In the home half of inning number 1, it was the Rogues who had a couple of base runners on. Jonathan Walsh got aboard via an error. Larson Coaster got aboard with a walk. Kean Sanchez got aboard with a fielder's choice. Anthony Thomas Jr. drew a walk, but the Rogues could not do anything offensively. Top half of it, inning number 2. Tristan Ringrose was forced out at second base. Strikeout for Thompson. Copeland singled, but could not do anything with that. But McVeigh flew out to close the book on the second inning. Home half of it, inning number 2. Evan Saito grounded out to the shortstop. Daniel Berman drew a hit, got aboard with a hit by pitch. And Jackson Rosenthal, you hear his name a lot throughout this whole going through the whole entire book. RBI single drove in the first run of the evening. It was a 1-0 lead for the Rogues. That was in the bottom half of inning number 2. Seattle answered back with a run of their own with an RBI ground out, driving in Cooper Jeffries from third base. Bradley Carr with the RBI ground out, tied it up at 1 apiece. In the home half of inning number 3, Rogues went in order 1, 2, 3, and it was Forrest Zelmer he got those 3 innings on the hill, gave way to Lorenzo Liu. And how about Lorenzo Liu, one of the returners from last year, making it look easy on the hill. 2 scoreless innings, had a little bit of trouble in the 6th inning. And how about Caleb Randolph, another returner, picking up the slack and shutting the door on Seattle. Medford getting another run across on a huge hit off the bat. That was a huge RBI triple off the bat of Anthony Thomas Jr. in the 5th inning. And in the home half of inning number 6, for some insurance, how about Jada Neugebauer of a crucial RBI double that drove in Will Salahar from third base. Top half of inning number 7, got a base runner on for the Studs, but they could not do anything with that. But Medford gets their first win of 2026, 4 to the final against Seattle. Medford improves to 1-1 on the season. Seattle falls to 1-1. Let's pick our player of the game. We have not gotten the box score yet, but regardless, pick our player of the game tonight. Now we do have it. We do have the box score tonight from Harry and David Field. Presto Sports, the new stats home for the Rogues. But regardless, you like what you saw tonight from the Rogue squad. A lot of fun and a lot of offensive productivity. And how about a guy that went 2 for 3 at the dish? A couple of runs batted in. 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs. And a guy that had a lot of fun. But Jackson Rosenthal is our player of the game. RBI singled in the 2nd. RBI singled in the 4th. Did strike out, though, in the 6th. And our Rogues player spotlight, Jackson Rosenthal, is our player of the game. Same 2 teams tomorrow, different time, 6:35 first pitch for Country Night at the ballpark. Don't forget to get your cowbell when you walk into the ballpark tomorrow. You get a chance to listen to Cody Ponder play during the batting practice. The Rogues will be taking batting practice at later than they usually do, and that's going to be a lot of fun to see what's going to happen with that. It's going to be a great time at the ballpark. First 2 games of 2026 in the books, and the Rogues and the Studs split the doubleheader from Harry and David Field. And we picked our player of the game. Let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard before we go. The out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Holt Homes, built for the Pacific Northwest. A couple of games going final right now as we speak. Top half of inning number 9, Humboldt Crabs putting up a baker's dozen against the Novato Knicks. 13-0 Humboldt Crabs. And a final score in Lincoln. Lincoln wins 10-5 against the Chico Lone Wolves. And the Lincoln Potters, a young squad, but they're pretty mighty. And the Lincoln Potters get the win tonight against the Chico Lone Wolves. Special thanks to everybody that joined us tonight on the Rogue Streaming Network for both games. 14 innings in the books. We'll be back tomorrow at 6:35 for first pitch. The Awesome Pool Guys on Deck show begins at 6:15 p.m. But for everyone that has put this broadcast together. Brian Welch saying goodbye. Have a good evening. Medford splits the doubleheader, dropping game 1 3-2, but they come back and win the nightcap 4-2. We'll see you tomorrow at 6:15 for the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. Thank you so much for watching and listening to Medford Rogues Baseball on the Rogue Streaming Network. So long from the Rogue Valley.